What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again for another episode of Lights, Camera, Collect. And of course, it's a very special one because we have a Mango background. We have a Kiko Collects. We have a Dean the Dream that definitely just woke up. Everyone is plump. Everyone is happy. Everyone's feeling good. Kiko has finally made his triumphant return to a wasteland where Hot Toys collecting has never been at a lower, less popular point, which we were talking about, than it is right now. Oh, we'll say, Kiko, all the figures we ever wanted, all those are happening, but we need those hot takes as we always got from you. So super. Okay. Also, never seen a more wholesome background from you than right now. Thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful actually. Kiko, did you set up those trees? I assume you did.
Well, of course it is. Yeah, 'tis the season. Okay. And you know that we do this kind of November 1st. As soon as you take down the spooky scaries, it's time to put up the holly jollies. That's what we kind of do around here because you put too much effort into Christmas that you don't want it to be over and done with in 2 weeks. So let's try to maximize how long you can have everything looking good for the holidays. And I'm that guy that thinks that you're insane if you say my family tradition is to put the tree up on Christmas Eve. That's what we do. I was like, what kind of psychotic person are you? Like, that is such a strange tradition, but it's in Jingle all the way. If you remember that, he gets mad because they're putting the star up on Christmas Eve. I'm like, what have you been doing for 2 months, essentially, Howard? That's why you're in trouble, is because your wife hates you, and Ted is moving in because you're at work all day, not putting up the tree.
Well, wasn't Ted eating the cookies and he got mad about it?
Yes, he's like, those are my cookies.
Those are my cookies. Who told you could eat my cookies? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she's in the shower now, Howard. Do you want me to go check?
Dude, that's actually a Turbo Man figure might be kind of fitting in today's
They've done it several times though. Like they've reissued.
Well, I mean, like a Hot Toys one. Hot Toys. Yeah,
sure. Why not?
I mean, at this point, like we're doing everything else.
It's an Arnold's likeness company at this point.
I mean, exactly. If you made they're going to make a Dutch at some point. They've made all the Terminators. Like, why not just go make a Turbo Man? Why not? I mean,
why don't you get a Turbo Man doll when I got Turbo Man at home? Thank you, Jamie. I love you. I love you.
See, this is why Kiko needs to come back. Guys, by the way, Kiko, you're only here for one episode. Don't get the people's hopes up. I warned them. I said, everyone who messaged me, I said, Kiko's not coming back regularly, not yet, until everything gets sorted out at home. So he's here for his one a year episode. And
we can talk about that a little bit. But yes, this is a cameo, more than a cameo, because I've done this before. But I promised you, Will, I'd be back before the end of the year, and it's before the end of the year. And I just wanted to just kind of check in. And Santa's been watching all of y'all to see if you've been behaving. So we've made my list. I've checked it twice,
which we haven't.
So this is just not a temporary thing, but I'm not going to be back next week unless something really crazy happens. But I'm just happy to be back here just to hang out with you guys for just a little bit and give you my opinions, because regardless of the 3 people that get excited when I'm on here, I have still been following like kind of what's been going on, and we don't have to get into it obviously because we have beautiful topics to talk about. But my collecting journey has changed quite a bit due to a lot of needs in my family and such. So, but I still am very active on the comings and goings, and it's just we'll get there in a minute, Will. But like something happened this week to where I'm like, go ahead. I'll come on to this week because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the foolishness that Will is going to spout without it being counteracted. Because I just felt it was not in the general interest of your audience, Will, to spew lies. So I had to come on here and like kind of help you.
Dean, you missed that conversation. Also, I don't think Kiko saw the video because it's going to get worse for him. I promise you. Kiko, the video that I put out of the top 50 figures of all time.
50 figures.
I did the best 50 figures of all time. It includes Hot Toys, like Game Toys, J&D, and our everyone.
All the ones you're paid to say look great.
Exactly, all the ones that they gave me a discount for. Exactly. Awesome. Those. Yeah, so especially the one that you and I talked about. So that
I can't wait.
This is part of the reason Kiko agreed to come here this week, just because he knew that he wanted to clash with me on this.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, though, Will, I sent you, your typical Thanksgiving text or whatever you want to call it. But I said, thank you, Will, for regardless of, toys or what life, you allow me to speak freely to you, regardless of my opinions. And you're, at least to my knowledge, are never angry about my opinions or thoughts. And so I freely give them. And so tonight on this show, I will freely give you all my opinions because I think you've made some terrible decisions, Will, about some of the,
so you've been tracking all the decisions.
Well, no, yeah, obviously buying a J&D figure. I saw you do that. But I also remember when you bought Darkseid Anakin for $1,200. So there's lots to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know if we should have a topic on that, but we probably should catch up on that one. I did make a couple videos on it though, so yeah, I did kind of confess my sins on that one, but and I do still have that figure actually. It's up there.
I mean, you paid $1,200 for it. I mean, why would you get rid of it?
I might as well get my money's worth. By the way, Dean, but we forgot about Dean, the sexy dream. Dean,
hi Dean.
You got to unmute, Dean. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I did not realize it was already 4 o'clock.
That's why I called you, because you told me that's the cheat code.
That's the cheat code. Yeah, bro. Yesterday I ate and I got home. I just fucking I was out, dude.
Did you get catering? Or did you make food?
No, we made food. We made turkey, ham, stuffing, gravy.
So you've been asleep for 24 hours?
Not 24, but close. Bro, I snuggle up with my dog and I'm out, bro. He's like a little space heater.
He is a little Kevin. Yeah, he is warm.
No, I was up earlier, but I
mean, you got to pee. I mean, it's normal.
I was I was listening to the Book of Psalms on audio tape. I love the Book of Psalms. Spend time in your Bibles, guys. And so I was listening to it and I was hanging out with my little dog Kevin, and then I was just out, dude.
Yeah.
The peace of the Lord came over you.
Yeah, dude, something like that. It was nice. In fact, I'm wearing that.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's actually an awesome shirt, by the way.
It's great.
That's really cool.
But,
Dean, sounds great.
So it was a nice I guess afternoon, morning, I guess. But yeah, I ended up passing out because I was hanging out with Kevin. But I tried to answer your call, but I was like huh? I couldn't hit the button. I was like, no, I'm gonna be there all on.
Because Kiko was in here with me when I was calling you. I was like, hold on a second. Dean, I was like, Dean's calling me back. I was like, he'll show up. He's fine. Yeah, exactly. Dude, so great time. We got the original trio back. Natalie G, I know is Kiko. She hasn't been on here in a couple weeks. She said she's been super busy with work, so she's just been super busy and slammed. So she'll come back eventually. I think she told me sometime in the new year, but yeah, Dean and I are holding down the fort. And I appreciate, by the way, I feel bad. Jose was going to join today, but Jose, I was like, dude, Kiko's making his triumphant return. So I was like, we have to move Jose to
somebody out for me.
You had to move Jose to a couple weeks from now. And Jose was like, man, I was like, dude, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I love you very much. He's fantastic. I was like, we got to get him back on more regularly. But yeah, Kiko, I mean, when Kiko's making his triumphant return, you gotta, open the room for him. So yeah, exactly. So anyway, guys, Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good one, because we got a lot of topics to talk about here today. Before we get into that, though, real quick conversation. Kiko, Dean, what was the best piece of food that you ate on Thanksgiving? Because I'm kind of a sides guy, and I'm going to be honest with you. Mac and cheese is kind of always goated. Tell me the truth, Kiko.
Well, Amy was sick. Shock. And we sat in bed yesterday, and we didn't have our typical Thanksgiving thing because we didn't want to be around people to get them sick potentially. But her mom did sneak over and basically leave us a hot plate of leftovers and such, which was very, very kind. So for me, I've really evolved on this. I used to look at people very strangely when I was growing up, especially the older people. Maybe because I'm old now, I'm like but sweet potato casserole is my thing now. I'm really into it's almost like a dessert, but it's a side. And if you get the right type of sweetness, obviously, and some of the cinnamon, but when they put the crumbles on the top to where it's a great texture and that crunch that really just adds to it, that's the one. That's my go-to right now. And you can mix it with a corn or mix it with a stuffing / dressing. I mean, you can mix it with anything. It's so versatile. And so I think I'm going to have to go sweet potato casserole for this.
That does sound pretty good, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's goated. Dean, weigh in on this one. What do you think?
I'm with Kiko, dude. Sweet potatoes is my fucking.
It's like a utility player, it can be put.
You can do it anywhere. Okay, I'm starting to warm up on stuffing, but sweet potato, I don't know.
Yeah, so I've also changed kind of over the years, because turkey obviously is a staple, but it's never been my favorite. But now, dude, we have this convection cooker. It's almost like deep frying it, but with air instead of oil. And it keeps the turkey so juicy that I'm a big turkey guy now. Stuffing, again, I love stuffing. With the right gravy, bro, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, sweet
Do you
potato
call
is
it
like
stuffing or dressing though? Because apparently there's a difference.
I call it stuffing.
I call
I
it
call it
stuffing,
stuffing
yeah.
too.
I've
Amy
heard
and all
people
them
calling
they
it
call
dressing.
dressing. Stuffing's what you put in the turkey, Dean. Dressing's on the outside.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So Amy's on that team. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
He's team
That
dress.
makes sense that you say it that
I mean,
way,
it
but
does, yeah. But I
it's
feel like
all
that's not what
stuffing to me.
Dressing
Yeah,
is
it's
what
not
you
what
dress
our-
your plate with.
Gravy is
okay.
dressing.
Stuffing goes in the fisted
Yeah.
turkey.
Yeah, I would say gravy is the dressing, but
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I'm with Kiko. Sweet potato. We didn't do mashed potatoes or mac and cheese this year, which was a bummer because I'm a sucker for good mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But
Bet.
dude, I saved the sweet potatoes for the end because
I know, me too.
it's like a dessert. So it's like I'll not eat pie to eat the sweet potato casserole at the end.
Yeah.
Are you
So
the marshmallow guy on top, or do you like some type of crunch on top?
I like marshmallow.
Okay, I'm the crunch guy.
Okay. I don't like pecans in mine.
Valid. I don't do pecan pie either. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Both of those sound great. I mean, honestly, all that sounds good. I mean, I just love the sides. I mean, turkey's great. No one's gonna, disagree on that one. Turkey's fantastic. It's the main course. It's the star of the show, if you will. But I would say that the sides, they don't get enough recognition.
It's the star of the dish.
Exactly, dude. Wait, what is that from? I feel like I know.
Gordon
where that's
Ramsay.
From. Oh, okay.
Gordon Ramsay. It's the
Gordon
star of
Ramsay-
the dish, Will.
You know what's funny? I watch Gordon Ramsay sometimes on like ads and other videos that pop up, and he's almost convinced me to buy some of his like pans that he uses. I feel like he's that good of like he just like insults you, calls you an idiot sandwich. You're like, I want to buy from you, man. Like that's
You donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever get that Key and Peele skit where he was like, I'm not sure if you like the dish, chef. Like, and he was like, oh, you're not sure? Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's fantastic. Anyway, guys, check that out after you watch the live stream. Anyway, we are on StreamYard now. So that's why I've been able to change the background so freely. But we're going to see, because Kiko and I were testing out. Here's mango and blue pink gradient and fruit salad. So there's so many, and all of them are very.
I want to know what that fruit is because I don't know what fruit salad.
I don't have any fruits like that. Yeah,
I see
maybe it's just like a colorful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Looks
will
like a
say,
Neapolitan ice cream.
Kiko, we're gonna figure this shit out live, dude.
Okay.
Because we're just gonna. One thing I do like about this though is it was a Black Friday sale, so I upped our game here. So you can add a banner in, and you can reorganize the topics for the actual order you want them in, compared to Melon, which is like no.
Always looking for the topic. Like
exactly. Yeah, like hold on, let me actually find what I'm looking for here. So
well, that just shows Will that I moved the needle
Yes.
apparently because the economy picks up essentially to where you're allowed to go and buy these new toys for the live stream. So I guess I'm good for business.
I mean, I seem so because by the way, we did get a super chat and StreamYard lets you star these, so that's great. Holy crap, Kiko is back. Zars, thank you so much. Zars05. He is for this episode. Yes, for this episode, and then he disappears like Pennywise every 27 years. So that's exactly how it goes. So anyway, Kiko. You've been out for a little while, but I know you've been keeping up with this, dude. I know you've been following this, and I don't know if you're an InArt show now, but I feel like you're trending that direction because you do have a couple InArt pieces, do you not?
I have more than a couple at this point.
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you're a changed man, and because of that, I have to ask you the question: this Catwoman figure, $450. I did pre-order it because you know how I am, so I pre-ordered it. Is it a must-own figure for Dark Knight fans such as ourselves, everyone but Dean, in other words?
So I have the Hot Toys 2.0, and I'm very comfortable in saying that as a C tier character from that franchise, the Dark Knight franchise, or whatever. She's only in one film. Okay. Same with Bane, but he's the main villain, naturally. This is a side character. I understand she's a legacy character in the Batman universe. Don't get me wrong on that. But if you're looking for just kind of that background, kind of filling out the display. Well, I've heard you've talked about, building out your Dark Knight display. I really think that you can get away with the Hot Toys version. However, I will admit, side by side, it is night and day. The InArt trounces the Hot Toys one. It looked like they really just took the 1.0, did a little bit of updates, made sure it didn't peel again, shipped it right out the door. When you look at it side by side, I will admit, especially like the zipper around the necks and things like that, it's night and day. But at $450 for a collectible figure that's a girl with no accessories, sorry, King, I'm out on that because they're just way too much going on in life to where I was like, okay, let me just take this one I already have and replace it with a better one, yes, but for another $450. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds to say that you're paying $450 for a Catwoman figure? To me, I just feel like that's insane, essentially, because I mean, that's night and day. I mean, I will admit now, granted, that's product photo versus prototype. We'll see how it goes. But as I said, Will, my InArt collection grew a little bit, just like the Grinch's heart. It grew 2 sizes bigger. And I feel like my InArt collection grew. I now have 2 InArt Michael Jacksons because I traded some figures to get another Michael Jackson.
You got 2. You got 2 of the same Danger Store one. Oh,
well,
wow,
I took it and the Hot Toys Billie Jean version that I had. I basically stripped it down and put all the stuff on that one, and I made the ultimate Billie Jean figure. And awesome, looks awesome. And I pre-ordered the Smooth Criminal version because Mike's my guy, that. But back to Catwoman. Is it must own? Not if you have the Hot Toys one. And to be honest, as I said, she's a C-tier character in the franchise. And I think the Dark Knight franchise is probably the best comic book adaptation of anything that's ever been created. But she's a C-list character. I almost would say that having, Ra's al Ghul would be a better character option than her because he's at least in 2 movies and is kind of critical to, Bruce's development and such. But the proportions look great. It looks good, but that price is way too steep, man.
Gotcha. And that is shipped, by the way. It is shipped. So Kit, it's shipped, because if you get it through InArt Direct, which almost no one can because it's licensed in Australia, New Zealand, and I forget one other territory that maybe not that many collectors are actually in, you're getting this through Kit. And that's $450 ship with the code 440, whatever. I mean, still, you're right, Kiko. It is a lot. I guess when I look at it in the perspective of collecting terms, though, I mean, what we've been paying for these figures lately, I mean, it seems about reasonable for InArt standards.
But that's another topic for another time, I guess, is that you keep doing this. I say we keep doing this. And then, okay, in 2 years, here comes, Talia, from The Dark Knight Rises, and she'll be $600. A rooted Talia, a dead Talia laying in the thing with her, one of the worst deaths on screen ever. Can't believe that was in a Christopher Nolan movie. But regardless.
It was pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, just this, and you pair that with the idea of the Jazz Inc. Catwoman, especially they're doing the 66 version of Catwoman, which that stuff's not going to be cheap, and it's an expensive hobby, man. And as you know, I've pulled back quite a bit for personal reasons, obviously, and this is one I just cannot say that. Yeah, I can't wait to add this one, back to my collection, and I just do not see a lot of people putting Catwoman in the front of their display.
Sure.
But at $450, you almost have to. You have to almost put her in front of the Hot Toys. This is more expensive than the Hot Toys Bane, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is by a large margin, by about a third.
I know.
Yeah, because Bane's what, 300? I think something like that.
Yeah.
310.
Granted, if you're getting retail, sure, but
yeah, exactly. And nowadays, you're going to pay more than that. But I mean, I think it's funny though, Kiko, because like in the films, I agree with you. I think in the films, she is like a supporting side character, but in like collectors' hearts, she's not. Like, it's funny, like a lot of people would buy her. I think more people would probably buy her than Bane, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be real with you.
That's foolish. No way.
No, I think it's true. Like, I think people love Bane, but I think when it comes to Catwoman, and for one,
the Gooners out there that need to have
real
this
about
with
this
the
too.
Tifa statues?
There are a lot of collectors out there who want a sexy woman figure on their shelf. Let's be real. So, and I think that is going to be a huge selling point compared to Bane, which is a big, muscular, seamless body dude. So, I mean, it's like, and again, Bane is not Joker. Like, I love Bane. I think he's right there with Joker. Joker's a little bit higher for me, but I like Bane more than most people. And I'm even willing to admit, I bet you with Bane and Catwoman, I mean, I know it was J&D statue, but J&D couldn't even sell the Bane units, basically. Like, they were just like...
Didn't they cancel it?
No, they lowered the edition size tremendously. Yeah. Like, they cut it in half, basically. Because they were going to make 700 and people were, and like no one was buying it. And they were like, okay, we're going to make it actually like 300, 350 or whatever, 400. But this Catwoman, people were making statues left and right, 1-to-1 bust. They're selling out. I mean, it's so I mean, that's why, I mean, is it the character better? No, but I think it's just the figure and people like that sort of thing. So,
okay.
So this is why I love you, dude. This is why you're one of my best friends. Because Kiko and I, dude, literally never have I ever been mad at Kiko in my entire life. Like, I called you at one time and I was like,
I feel like I've come close a couple times, though.
Yeah, you probably the one time where I was like, Kiko, come on now. But other than that, no, I wasn't mad at you. Dean, so what do you think about this? Is 450 too steep? I don't feel like it is, but I mean, I do understand Kiko's rationale. She's not the lead or anything, but what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think 450 is a bit steep. And that's
I did predict it though, Dean. I did say
yeah,
450.
you did, which I thought you were crazy.
Mhm.
And I mean, technically, on their website, she's 390 something, which
Yeah,
which I think is a little more reasonable.
right.
I mean,
'Cause I
add
understand
taxes
it's-
in, that's 450.
Yeah,
Right.
they have the tariff fees and shit. Yeah, I mean,
I understand it's rooted. But like Kiko said, she doesn't really come with anything. Hands and the gun,
No.
I think is about
and
it.
the base is pretty ass. I mean,
She ain't
Yeah.
gonna sleep with you, bro.
Yeah.
no, she's
So
not.
like
She's silicone.
bang for your buck, this is pretty, you know, bare bones.
Yeah.
So like the 390, I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I was like, oh wait, you can't buy it from them. You have to buy it from someone else. And sure enough, 450, you know, on Kit or whatever. And I was like, I don't see the value there, which is saying a lot because I have a massive come around on InArt. I think InArt is fantastic. I like the work they're doing. And again, I think a lot, it's not their fault, right? They're not charging 450 because then you'd be paying, you know, 5 something. I think that's just the state of the world. I'm not blaming InArt on that one, but
Well, all I know is the
450
McValue
is
menu
crazy.
is back. So if we're getting deals with McDonald's, like these other companies can figure out ways to make it happen. If the McValue
Okay,
menu
well,
is back,
InArt's not the size of McDonald's.
But they don't have the dollar menu anymore, right? Like that's gone.
they have the value menu where you can get $1, $2, and $3 pieces. But the thing is that they're like, hey, for $8, you can get a large Coke, a large fry, and an 8-piece nugget for $8. Or a 10-piece nugget for $8. That's a good deal.
Dude, fast food inflation has gotten out of control. Like,
Which is
remember back
why
in the day-
they're starting to rein it back in, which I'm happy
But a
about.
McDouble was $1.
Oh, I know.
Like that's and
I've
when
told you
they're like
before, the
$3.50.
McDouble and the double cheeseburger are two different things. Did I ever tell you about that story?
yeah, you did. We
Yeah.
talked about
It's
that,
all
yeah.
about a piece of cheese. An extra piece of cheese is an
An
extra
extra piece
$1.50.
of cheese.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit right there. I mean, when are homes next? Like, is that gonna? Is that
Homes
gonna
are
go
already here, brother.
Yeah, homes have been here. What are you talking about?
What are they dropping? Are they? They're going
No,
down?
they keep going up. My house
No, that's what I'm
is worth
saying.
like
I'm saying, are they
80%
gonna- are
more
they-
than I paid?
Are they going to go down? Is there going to be a McValue home? Because like,
Yeah, government housing probably.
exactly. Yeah,
Section 8, brother.
Yeah, because like there's literally nothing to buy. I mean, unless you are, you know, with a couple or something. But you know, there's two of you. But if you're a single person, pretty much fucked at this point. So you might as well just live in Section 8. I mean, goddamn, or buy
that's
this
why people live.
Catwoman.
I mean, that's why people. Yeah, I mean, that's why people live with
Buy
their
this
moms at
Catwoman and
this point, so.
accept your fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Dean, anyway, so you think it's too steep too?
Yeah, and again, it's not InArt's fault. It's just the state of the world.
Yeah.
The
But
390
it is though,
like
Dean. Is what are their margins really? Is it like you don't think that they
Oh,
are
100%.
really pushing the envelope? Come on.
Well, apparently it has a silicone body. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's under a suit, but I don't know.
Well, just like
Yeah.
this, the J&D skull was in there. I mean, that was
The
unnecessary
skull,
as well. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
yeah, and also like I will say like the rooting, that is a very labor intensive thing. It's
Yeah.
not like it's just, you know.
but they're not rooting. It's not needling. It's gluing.
Yeah, it's gluing on. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, that's a lot more intense than, you know, sitting down there with paint.
Is it? Look at the new Loki. I bet you can't wait to talk about that rooting.
which we'll talk about that.
like
Yeah, that'd be
I don't
great.
know. There's definitely like pluses and minuses, but yeah, 450 for bro. When you said she was in one movie, I was like, what?
Yeah.
That blew my mind. I'm not a huge fan.
So
of
was
this
Joker
franchise.
though, to be fair.
I've seen him. Yeah,
And so was Bane. But I mean, it. You know, I will say, and yeah, honestly, InArt still has not made a fucking Bale Batman. So I mean, they made Catwoman before that. So I'm not sure why Kiko and Dean they're dragging their feet on that one, but they are.
There's too many out there already. There's like 14 DX Batmans from Hot Toys. I mean, I know everyone wants the InArt Batman, but I mean, when you have the blue Bale Man, you really can't compete. There
and
is
the blue
nothing better.
Keaton. Yeah, exactly.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be on there too. By the way, we got a super chat here. X-Men Supreme, thanks so much, bro. Silicone body joints look shitty under that suit.
How do you know? How do you know?
Yeah, I'm
that?
not sure. We're gonna have to see.
I
We're gonna
would
see on
say jointed bodies look worse under because you could really
why they did
see
it.
the articulation.
Yeah, maybe that's why they did it, because they knew, they were like, yeah, it's gonna look unnatural if we don't do it seamless. But I'm excited. I'm getting it. I mean, but Kiko knows at this point. Kiko tries to rein me in from time to time. I will say, Kiko, my budget next year is very strict, very tight, because like I told you, I am trying to save to buy a home at some point. So I'm really gonna.
In all seriousness, I really hope that you can make that jump or whatever, because I know that it is expensive, and that's a huge thing from me to you. I really support you in that decision. I want to see that.
Thanks, man. And as a single guy, like that's something for sure where it's like,
I mean, it's an absolute must, because hey, do you want a home? Of course I do. Oh, tell me more, daddy.
Exactly. Say less. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be great for me. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. Hey, StreamYard's working pretty well so far. So far, so good. Guys, let us know if everything's coming through good on your end. D'Andre said, Will's budgeting. I'm proud. Yeah, dude, well, I've always been budgeting, but this year I did get a little out of control. Yeah, for sure. But that's why we make mistakes. That's why we fall down, so we learn how to get back up, right?
That's right, Alfred.
Yeah, exactly. We did get another super chat. It's Myron. Thanks so much. Hi, Kiko. So happy to see you. Still praying for you and Amy. Love you guys. Kiko, what figures do you have on PO at the moment? For me, I bought InArt Snape today. He bought InArt Snape first batch, by the way, so you should scold him. But
I'm about to then.
Yeah, that. Go ahead.
First batch, anything. If you give into that, shame on you. Granted, I used to do this too, so I slap my own self. But you should learn from your elders that have done those terrible things. But Myron, I do want to thank you for the support that you have given, me and my family over not just recently, but ever since, I've met. I don't know if he's on there. I thought he said he wasn't coming, but here he is.
He showed up.
Ever since you've been a part of our live streams and following me and everything in my journey, I thank you, buddy. I mean that honestly, and Amy does too. But the things I have on PO currently, and I really like Snape looks so good. I almost do I like Harry Potter that much? It almost got me thinking. It almost, because I like Alan Rickman, but I was like, it almost got me. But shame on you for doing that. But we'll worry about that later. But my POs, as I said, the Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson. That's a big one for me. What else do I have? There's not that many. The Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson.
Did you get the Terminator stuff?
Well, I have everything already.
Oh, you
have yeah, because I have the 1.0s. I did get the T2 T1000 a while back, but I'm not getting another battle damage or a T800. I don't need that. I've thought about the endoskeleton at some point. Oh, Bespin Han, that's one.
Okay, Bespin. Did you get the Chewie?
That's not out yet, but I do have that one on PO.
You on PO? Yeah. Because I have both those on PO too.
Oh, Savage. Savage is on there.
Okay, Savage, yeah, because that was going to be an important one for you.
Oh, and then I remember I was on that live stream when I did get the Dark Side Anakin, the Mustafar.
Oh yeah, you jumped in the queue for that one. Yeah, dude,
so,
you're gonna love that figure. I promise you. You're gonna love that one. Yeah, and I'm glad that one went way better for you than the first go round. The first
yes.
Anakin. Yeah,
I mean, granted, now looking back on it, I'm kind of happy because that's not a great figure, honestly. That Artisan Anakin, it's very, very mid.
The one you got is better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I really because I did pre-order the other episode 3 Anakin, whatever you want to call that one, the one with the sculpted hair.
Sculpted one.
Excellent. Yeah, that looks so good. And then I'll have that Darth Vader one, so I think that'll look really, really good. And I'll move on to some of my older pieces, but yeah,
because you're kind of moving out of the more supporting characters, right? Like you're just going for the main heavy hitters that you really are going after. Yeah, right.
Unless they are a total G, like Savage. I mean, he's cold. He is cold. I mean, there's no way you can have Maul without him. And there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Well, we got a super chat here from Jogren. Thank you so much. So what are your thoughts on Hot Toys Black Widow? I have it, but I've been debating returning it. I heard issues with attaching the head and such. I thought it looked pretty good. I heard some glue issues. Kiko, did you see anything with Black Widow that made you a little bit
I've never been more pleased, honestly, with a figure than that one. From the magnetic base, because that's one I ordered a while back. That came in about a month or so ago. The likeness, incredible. One of my favorite pieces, honestly. Do you remember when we did the snowsuit and I said that was the best Scarlet?
You and I fought over that. I was like, no chance. Yeah.
Because I have her next to the snowsuit, the Artisan Widow next to the snowsuit, and it's like, who is this faux person standing next to Scarlet?
100%.
But it's such a good figure. It's a little light on some accessory. I mean, but going back to the Catwoman, it's the same thing. It's like a lot of these female heroines, there's not much that you can do with them, give them some hands and such. I mean, it just doesn't lend itself to something like that. But The Artisan Widow is an absolute must if you're an Avengers fan, Marvel fan, Scarlet fan, whatever. I love that piece. Absolutely.
Nice. Kiko, what does it say on your hat, by the way?
Oh, it says it's hair of the dog. It's got a weenie
awesome.
dog there.
Dude. Yeah. I thought it said something like that. I saw the dog part and I was like, what is that?
Do you know what hair of the dog means?
No, what does it mean?
I didn't know this either. So my friend got this for me when he was in like Dakota or something like that. And so hair of the dog is if you have a crazy wild night and you wake up with a hangover. Hair of the dog is when you kind of ease your hangover with more alcohol. So like you wake up with a mimosa or something like that. That's called hair of the dog.
Oh, see, Darth Dress did say a hangover cure.
And that's why it's got him drinking a martini, if you can see it.
Dude, that's amazing. By the way, the Weens guys, you got to follow Kiko and of course, Amy, if she wants that, because they're posting tons of Ween content over there. Yeah,
because as you know, in the past year, we've had a lot of heartache, a lot of loss. We lost Cindy, which really hurt. That's what honestly made me step away, just because I was like, I'm done with all the loss in my life at this point. And when I lost Cindy, that really, really messed me up.
Cindy was a beautiful angel.
She was our flower girl at our wedding, and she was incredible. And she she didn't make it. But we recently added a third Ween again, and we reactivated the 3 Weens account. And so Boba Rose is our third Ween, and she's currently with mommy right now. And Drago is sitting right there. But yeah, we love our wieners.
Cindy was incredible because she was the only one who listened. Because when I was with you, like the other two, especially Drago, like nothing you're the only one who could talk any sense into him. But Aegon's like somewhere in the middle, and Cindy was like an angel. Whatever you told her, she was good. She was quiet. Drago is just like wilding out 24/7.
Well, we think Drago may have some issues. He might, some shock therapy may go a long way with it.
Yeah, exactly. He needs like a lobotomy or something, like something to get him right. Anyway, Dean, thank you so much, dude. And Kiko, of course. So let's move on to our next topic here. We can go in order as we wanted, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna call an audible here and go slightly out of order because we got a blue Kale Man. We got a blue Kale Man here, Keaton Man, because this is potentially the worst Batman figure of all time. But I have a feeling that Kiko's going to come in and say that he likes it, because if he's philosophically consistent, he loved Blue Bale Man. Let the history and the record show that you loved Blue Bale Man before anyone else did, and you were willing to die on that hill. So now, are you willing to die on this one with Blue Kale Man? Because this. I don't know, Kiko. The bucktooth faceplay is a little much for me, but fill us in.
Well, lots to say here, but this is the main definition of be careful what you ask for. Because years ago, when The Flash was a movie that was coming out and people were so hyped about the return of Michael Keaton as Batman, and they had that panning scene of his Batman armory, and people were like, oh my God, we're going to get all the bat suits. You remember that?
I remember that.
And everyone's like, I would buy every single one of them. Okay, well, here's your first one. And now there's 2 caveats to this. It is sold out, so people obviously bought them. So Hot Toys did what they wanted to do. I think it was a limited run or whatever, but they're sold out, so it didn't just sit. But at the same time, I mean, you can't get any more Chrome Codys. I mean, they're out there too. So I mean, does that really mean it's a good figure? But there's a couple things that I noticed. Now, I don't know if Batman Collectibles is on here. He messaged me saying that he was going to try to be, but I know he grabbed this and he's got it. Yeah, and he I almost called him. I was like, "Hey, can I have this for the show to show on the show of how ass this thing is?" Because it's not. My issue is not with the cowl and the wrinkles and the faceplate. My issue is that if you see the actual scene and you see the screen grab or whatever you want to call that of the suit, it's got the wrinkles in there, so we know that's there. That's not the problem. And even if you don't like the eyes and you think it looks silly, do what I do with the Bale Man and roll them back, and it's just the white eyes, and it's almost like the animated show, and it's really cool. That's a really cool thing. I don't like that. I don't like that faceplate with the buck teeth, where it looks like the little girl meme, whatever. But what I don't like is that the difference between this and the Bale Man is that this is so soft, and we're going to use that word again when we get to the Loki figure coming up, is that it's so soft. It's not sharp. There's no details on the suit. When you look at the Bale Man, there's layers to it. There's thickness. There is a lot of sharp pieces to where you can see texture, you can see detail, you can see that depth of field, even in the suit in itself. And there's lots of things to distract. It's this blue Keaton is almost too flat. And if you look at the real still, He's got musculature in that suit, and that is missed on this toy. And that is the thing that I'm seeing. It is so glossy and so soft. And everyone's like, well, if I just had a new cowl, it would be different. No. The suit itself is the problem. And it's not the cowl, it's the suit itself. It looks so cheap and so plastic. And did you see the base that this thing comes with?
No, I got to look at the base.
Bro,
I've been distracted
like,
by the suit and the head.
It's like 1990s. It's like early Hot Toys, like block base. It is cheap. It is bad.
Oh, I see.
And that is my like big takeaway from look at that thing. That is my big takeaway, is that the suit itself is a absolute disservice. Now the Michael Keaton head sculpt that comes with it, cool. That's great. If you have an extra body and you want to throw it on to one of the suits to make a Bruce Wayne, cool. That's great. And for the people out there saying, well, I'll just buy a sculpt, or I'll just buy a new cowl and repaint it, then you don't have a scene accurate one, because the scene has the brow. So I don't know why you would do that. So for all the people that say, oh, this is going to translate great to a toy, be careful, because here it is. And just be careful what you wish for next time.
Yeah, dude, I'm honestly not too far off from your take on this one. I mean, I look at this and I say, like, why exactly? But I also understand the business side of it. It's an exclusive figure. They're not making a ton of units. It's sold out pretty quickly, not because everyone wants it, but because everyone FOMOs it. Everyone's saying like, oh,
100%.
I'm not sure if I'm going to get one of these, but I'm going to buy it just because. And, Batman Collectibles, he did end up actually liking it. So shout out to him for actually getting this and following through. And again, having the courage to stand up when everyone else is hating on it, saying,
well,
I
Keaton's
love this
his guy, so he's a little bit biased.
That's true. He does have that. I mean, he has Batman Collectibles after all. That is
correct.
That is his
and he has the entire Bat Cave, which is have you seen that in his display?
Yeah. And I've seen all his Dark Knight stuff too. Yeah. So, but I mean, and I totally get all that. But look, Kiko, I just look at this and I say, I don't like this suit. And again, that's not necessarily Hot Toys' fault. The quality of the suit, sure. I don't like the color scheme of it. I don't like how it looks. I don't like the faceplate. I don't like how cheap.
Well, this is a rare instance where the blogger photos actually did better than the actual suit, because I think BG Toy Art did a couple of these, but in real life, under real lights, it looks bad. It looks so cheap, so flat. It almost looks like what the Adam West suit would look like in rubber. And that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. And that's why, like, with the Adam West one, I guess if they made that one and it looked like this, you could be like, okay, that's how it looked, right? That's how it looked on screen. But with this one, maybe it did, but still, I'm looking at it. Great Keaton head sculpt, but you can get that with the Batman Returns figure if you want that one. I just look at this, and I think Blue Bailman is better than this. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah, he is. Blue Bailman has now been taken over as this is taken over.
And I even put this on Kevin/Batman Collectibles thing. I was like, don't cap. That Blue Bailman clears this, and he does.
It does. 100%. Yeah, this is the new low bar standard. Yes. Blue Bailman, I think you could. I mean, they're not shipping to the US right now. I think you can still get it on Pop Culture. I think you could still get Blue Bailman. Last I checked, anyway.
As I've told you, the cape on the Blue Bailman is the best Batman cape ever created. Just letting you know. It's blue, but still.
It's got to have something. Yeah, because the rest of it is not delivering. So, yeah. So, I mean, this one I can tell you is I hate this. But again, these are like, to be honest, most exclusive figures I don't like.
And that's fine. Let exclusives be limited and let the people that want them get them. That's fine.
That's why I'm kind of like, yeah, it's the worst. But at the same time, for those who want it, congratulations. But that's why it's not a wide release, because they know it's like a repaint or a small little niche thing. And those are cool. I mean, that's fine. I just don't like it. But
Neon Tech has entered the chat.
Yeah, Neon, exactly. The Listerine Iron Man. Remember that one? Yeah, that one was that's goated, actually. Dean, what do you think? Is this the worst Batman that's ever been created in anywhere ever in any universe? What do you think?
I can't believe you guys are doing this to me, but I can't believe how wrong y'all are.
Oh shit!
Dean,
okay.
Dean needs to go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, Dean, you need to wake up from your nap, because
first of all, Blue Bailman isn't even like.
You hate him already. That's not fair. You hate him already.
First of all, fair. But
what a dingus.
In terms of this colorway, Blue Bailman isn't even accurate. It's like a weird, like baby blue and like this weird chrome. It's not good.
Were you in the Batcave, Dean? How do you know that?
Dean lives there, actually.
Well, okay, because like I know Batman. I know all the iterations of Batman.
You
this
do love the
is
Dark
like
Knight.
Proper Batman colors in terms of the blue and the gray and the yellow. This works. I think it's a misstep.
I didn't say the combo didn't work, Dean. I said the figure sucked.
I mean,
I don't like the combo.
The figure's fine. I mean, it's no different than the '89 Batman. it can't pose for shit. I mean, this is about as good as you're gonna get, but like the colorway works, the figure's fine. The only thing I think they is a huge misstep is not giving you an empty cowl for the Hall of Armor look. I know there's some that are like photoshopped on the.
Is it just the magnet thing on the back?
Yeah, it's just holes. It looks like he's.
Yeah, because you can take the faceplate out, I guess.
It looks like a sex doll if you take the faceplate off.
Oh, gotcha. That head sculpt though is great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but it comes with the other Batman. It doesn't even come with this figure.
Yeah.
That's also a huge misstep. I'm.
Wait, time out. That sculpt doesn't come with it?
No.
Really?
I was thinking it did, but
even bigger loss.
It does say interchange. Oh yeah, I guess interchangeable with that head sculpt. So they've never done that before, though. Have they? Have they ever advertised that? Like you could put another head sculpt.
So
I've never seen that. Yeah, I don't think that's some fucking misdirection. So anyway, Dean, thanks for pointing that out. Dean is right as always. That's true. Dean is always right.
Yeah, like do I like this? No, but if we're comparing apples to apples. I mean, I think this is better than the Bale Batman, but
that's fake news.
Yeah, I'm with Kiko.
I mean, they both sold out, so what the fuck do any of us know?
Yeah, I mean that's true. This one sold out fast,
real fast.
Yeah, real fast.
Right, so people like it. People are out there buying it. I mean,
but so did Chrome Cody. So yeah,
that's true.
I mean, that one actually, it's at a little.
But do you see what I'm saying about like how the body itself looks cheap though? Like in real light, when there's not light, like an overhead light, like it's very flat and very rubbery. What is wrong, buddy? Drago's crying.
Drago's upset. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, he's mad because Dean shat on the pavement.
Because Dean just gave a really bad take.
Okay, how dare you?
No, honestly, people in the chat are agreeing with Dean. People are saying go Dean. So
okay, well they're wrong.
Yeah, I think they are wrong too. I think they're definitely wrong, but that's my take. I mean, Kiko, I never thought I would agree with you on Blue Bale Man, but here we are. The day is finally. I
mean, time heals all wounds, brother.
It does. And look at Drago. Look at him.
I know.
He's so loving.
Can you pull up a picture of the Bale Batman?
Yeah, the Bale
I think
Batman,
you guys need a
Bale
refresher. The Blue Bale Man.
Okay,
bro, I just saw it today. It's still in my collection.
Well, I think Will needs a fucking refresh.
Okay, I gotta find it. Oh yeah, the Blue Bale Man. Oh yeah, because he only has like a blue. He has a blue head. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hold on, I got it.
It's not good, dude.
Is it not? Because I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up right now, and I think it might.
Do I need to go upstairs and go get mine and show you?
It might be kind of goated, actually.
If you roll the eyes back in the head, it gives it the white eyes, like the animated look, and that's cool. That suit is so much more detailed and better. That's beautiful.
I mean, I don't like it. Let's be real. I don't like it, but it's better than the other one. Like if I had to choose between eating shit and eating dirt, I would take the dirt, like 100%. And this is the dirt.
I mean, look at that base it came with as opposed to whatever this new
That's
one came
true.
with.
The base is pretty sick.
Yeah, and the base on the other one is ass. Kiko pointed that out.
And the Morbius bats, those are hard.
The Morbius bats.
That weird blue chrome on it. The
Dean, if you don't have taste, just say so.
But the underlayer is black. Like,
yeah.
What color do you want it to be?
I mean, Dean, I'm with you. It's pretty
gray. It's a fucking gray suit. Why is he? It looks like he just like slapped a bunch of pieces of cardboard on a spandex suit and called
Kiko, does it have like acrylic on it or something? Like, is it
acrylic where? The head is shiny. I'll give you that.
The chest, it looks like it has like plastic on it, like acrylic or something.
I mean, it's glossy.
Okay, it's just glossy paint. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the cape blue or gray?
Blue.
Okay, I see now. It's closer. Okay. I mean, both are ass. Let's be real.
Fake. Absolute fake.
But at the same time, this is less ass. The Morbius bats push it over the edge for me. It's the Morbius bats that really give it that little extra step up over the other.
At least this guy ain't wearing hockey pads, is all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. We can still do an applause for you. There you go.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
You know what's funny? Like this StreamYard has this stuff built in. Like you can do like an applause thing.
Oh, built-in sounds?
Yeah, there's a gong.
Oh, okay.
And the police, like if someone gives a terrible take like Dean, you call the police.
Arrest that man. I also see that it says
slander.
that I can present. I can also present my screen if I wanted to, apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, someone said, please take it away. Yeah, it's, Someone said I'll say I have the blue Bailman and I love it. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
True.
If
Kiko
you
loves
have
this.
it, most people do. Don't you remember when Justin said he's like, I am shocked this figure's good? Don't
He
you
did
remember
agree with you. Yeah, he did agree with you. Because at first he was like me when he saw the original photos, and he was like, actually, I think Kiko might be onto something here. So, but I need to see it
Gregor's
again.
got to pee. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, take your time, dude. Take your time. When I go back to Tennessee, Dean, and I hang out with Kiko again, then I'll mute Kiko. There we go, because he forgot to mute. So anyway, guys, let's keep rolling here. Let's go ahead and move into our next topic. Of course, we got the blue and gray suit Bailman completely done. Let's go ahead and move into. Actually, this is what we should do. So, Dean, God Loki figure. The sculpted version, there is an artisan version. Look, I've seen. We'll talk about the artisan glue issues. That'll be a separate topic, as you may have seen. But I'm going to bring up just a comp photo here, just a comparison showcasing the sculpted version versus the artisan version. I got a lot of messages of people saying they preferred the sculpted version. I think the sculpted version looks great. I prefer the artisan version still. I've preferred the artisan on pretty much every figure that's come out. I'm willing to roll that dice and say, hopefully I get a good one without some glue staining, which we'll talk about in a separate topic after this one. But Dean, what do you think? Is the sculpted version as good with this artisan God Loki? Because I don't feel like it is. I'm still going to take the rooted hair version. What are your thoughts on it? People seem convinced that it is.
Let me get a good look at this guy.
Yeah, and I'll pull up some more photos for you too.
I mean, honestly, if you're keeping the crown on, I think the sculpted one is fine. I've also seen a lot of problems with this Loki, with glue in the hair and the hairline being all janky, and it's like that's never gonna happen with the sculpted one. Yeah. And it's like, do I really want to risk it? Like, I don't know, dude. Artisan seems like it's floundering, bro.
It does. We'll talk about that in the next topic, but I'm with you, Dean. I'm getting kind of nervous about these artisan pre-orders.
Yeah. I don't understand what the problem is. Like, Hot Toys is a big company. You know, they seemingly have all the resources in the world. It's like, well, why are you struggling with this? But yeah, I think if you're keeping the crown on, I mean, I don't see the point in going rooted, which is, you know, kind of the whole point of this figure, right? He sits on the throne at the end, and and that's not to say like these photos don't look good, and like the crown is gonna hide a lot of the crimes, but that's not a good thing, right? Like, you don't want to have to say that, like, well, the crown's gonna hide all the shittiness of it,
right?
That's not fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still going sculpted.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you are saving like $150, and oh wait, Kiko, you're unmuted now. Perfect. Okay, I muted you.
Hello.
Sure.
And
okay, perfect. Yeah,
this
so
figure is also so far removed from its source material that it's hard to get excited about it.
Right, I do understand that, and maybe it will when Doomsday comes out and Loki plays an important role, which apparently he will. And I don't know if they would make another version of God Loki for that film, and it's maybe if he has a different outfit. Kiko actually told me before this episode aired, because he saw the leaks. Remember, Kiko? And you were like, I think you're gonna like this Loki outfit.
Yeah.
But I will say before we get to Kiko, because I know he's about to shit all over this, I do think that with the crown on, it does hide the one problem I see besides the glue issues is the forehead. The forehead is too large, but with the crown on, it's fine, because I think that's how this figure was designed to be displayed. It wasn't meant to be displayed with the crown off. So to me, it's not a huge problem, because I'm probably never going to take the crown off, but I think the head sculpt looks beautiful. I think the sculpted one looks fantastic too. So if you got sculpted, I think you can be happy here because you got something, but we'll talk about the glue issues in the next topic. But Kiko, is the sculpted version as good here, or is this all about the artisan line? What do you think?
How about none being good? That's the problem. This is the issue to where, Will, you like this character, so you're overlooking flaws willingly. That's the problem. This is what brought me back to this figure alone brought me back to this show, because I know Will was going to say something so stupid and off the wall that I had to come back to say, like, please, Will, stop, because you're misleading your viewers at this point. Because I wanted to step in and say, because I want to hear it from you, Will, that I believe that this figure is objectively worse than the prototype. Objectively worse. What do you think before we keep
I would say a slight downgrade from the prototype. Yes.
Please, Will.
It's
As somewhat
5%. Yeah.
By what?
5%. 5% decline. That's what I would say.
Oh, honey.
Maybe 10 if you're looking at it in the wrong lighting.
So my thing is that I told you that I feel comparatively to the actual prototype that it is a major downgrade. It looks like the dude gained like 10 pounds in the face. He looks swollen, like he's got bit by a bee. And so because this is older Tom Hiddleston, okay? This is at this point, he's 15 years into this role, whatever you want to call it. And he somehow looks younger than the TVA variant that we have. And I still stand by the fact that President Loki is the best Tom Hiddleston head sculpt we've ever gotten. Would you agree with that or no?
That one is the smiling one, right? That one is pretty good. I think this one is the best, but I'm with you. That one's very good. I think that one is very good.
I think the Tom Hiddleston President Loki is the best. I actually popped it because as I said, for people that don't know, I still have some figures, obviously. And the Loki I created was I kept my Avengers or whatever the Avengers Loki, pop that head off and put the President Loki head on it because that's who he is. He's the trickster, and I love the smile. I loved all that stuff. So that's the best version that we had. But that is, if you look at the TVA version, which is still the same character series, this is such a downgrade even from that. Like the lines in the eyes are gone. And I guess that's what I'm getting at. The sharpness, the detail, are you ready to pull up a comparison shot? But either way, I just don't like how everything got so soft and it just looks cheap. And I'm not turning into an InArt shill, don't get me wrong, but like I'm very disappointed recently of how soft and cheap a lot of stuff have gotten. And that is just acceptable to me as the costs continue to go up. I mean, we got a $450 Catwoman. If you buy anything Hot Toys at this point, you're looking at $300 for a base. If you want Artisan, it's $400 plus.
Yep.
This just can't be happening. And I got the Artisan version of this on pre-order. I may end up canceling it. I don't know. Back when I ordered this, back in the time, life was different thing, whatever. But I'm not happy with it. I love the outfit. I love the slippers, all that stuff. I love the magnetic cape and all that stuff. I love the helmet. I love that. But the head sculpt is such a downgrade. And Will, I want you to tell me. You see it, right? Am I crazy? Dean, please. We need to support our friend.
I mean,
here.
no, I don't.
He's blinded. He's blinded.
Because Kiko, I'm very objective, even with characters I love. But for this one, I think it's a downgrade from the prototype, 5 to 10%. That's the most you're going to get out of me.
20.
The prototype was very good. Don't get me wrong.
How does he look younger than the TVA version?
He does look a little bit young, but look, you can see the wrinkles there in this lighting. You can see there's some age and some wrinkles there. But I do agree in the softness. The softness has definitely been bumped up here, no doubt about it. But that happens with almost every prototype.
And going back to the idea of sculpted artisan, sorry, I'm just kind of running with this concept here.
No,
is that I've forgotten how the etiquette of this show, how it works.
No, dude, there's none. Yeah, it's fine.
But like outside of Widow, there wasn't a sculpted version for that. Like I am just not sold on the artisan concept anymore. I just really ain't. I can't believe I said use that word. I really am not. I think it's extremely overpriced for what you're getting. And it's just so variable with we'll get to this, obviously, the quality and the QC issues. And man, at this price point, you just cannot be having that. And I understand people are looking to cut costs everywhere, across the board. I get that. Everything's expensive, so they're going to do their thing too. But when your company is based on the idea of high quality, high likeness, high accuracy, detailed collectible, you can't have this happen because it turns into a dollar store type looking shit. And that's not okay. And like with my current life situation to where I'm, forced to be more selective. And I mean, well, you remember at one point, I bought everything. Yes. So like these life events have allowed me to really say, okay, if they're going to shit the bed and half-ass something, I'm not going to reward that. And I really think we as a collecting base, we have to stop supporting some of this stuff. And I know that anyone can say, I'm not going to support it because I hate that character. Like Loki's not my person or whatever. But imagine that, and granted, I ended up canceling the Artisan Wanda because remember I bought both of them, the Artisan.
Oh, did you cancel Artisan Wanda? You just got sculpted?
I only got sculpted because
Nice. There we go.
Pennywise showed up.
Yeah, I know, right?
So yeah, I ended up getting rid of the artisan one because I thought it was a joke, and I'm not going to pay an extra 100 whatever it is because I was so disappointed in how it turned out and how the quality of all the artisan stuff went. I have more rooted figures from InArt than I do from Hot Toys, and I just don't think Hot Toys has figured that out yet. The price they're charging is not worth the premium at this point, and I think it's readily clear that it's not even close between the sculpted, because they have figured out like how to do sculpted hair. They really have. Going back to like some of the recent releases, like that new like Anakin sculpted hair, gorgeous. The sculpted hair on this, gorgeous. Sculpted hair is something that I think is going to take off again, and it's a great cost saving measure for them. And if you just want the artisan to have it, okay, cool, we'll pay for it. But I don't know, man, not for me.
Yeah. And that's why, Kiko, perfect transition into our next topic here, because I want to transition us here into, what we're going to discuss next about artisan, because look, I want to bring up some examples here. So I know we've talked about this before. I just simply updated the graphic, and there were some Black Widow ones too, by the way. Those were out there too. And Kiko, I'll start with you. Look, again, I'm going to support that Loki because I love how it came out. I'm with you, but I cannot lie. As the eternal optimist in Hot Toys collecting, that's basically what I am, right? Yeah. I am the most optimistic person, I feel like, even though I make the Hot Toys is dying video and shit like that, because I mean, sometimes I guess I'm pessimistic, but generally I'm pretty optimistic, right?
Rage bait.
So yeah, there you go. So basically, here's what I would say, though, Kiko. The artisan line is starting to I'm souring on it. I'm with you on it, because, and I think now people are starting to turn on it and say like, oh, they're going pro InArt. Because InArt is delivering hair without fucking glue running everywhere. And it's like, and honestly, they're delivering it more consistently than Hot Toys is doing. Hot Toys artisan line, sometimes you get an absolute banger, sometimes you get this. That's my Wanda in the middle there.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. I don't know if I told you about that at the time, but this Wanda, I glued issues 2 separate times. Sideshow sent me a replacement because Sideshow is incredible with customer service. Sent me a replacement, glue issues again. So I said, and I was like, and they said, I was like, well, what should I do? They were like, we're not confident that we can send you another one and not have a fucking problem. And I was like, yeah, me neither. So I was like, let's just return it. So I do not have a Wanda. I didn't even get sculpted. I said, fuck it, fine.
See, that's the reason I got 2.
Yep.
Because
and that's
I
what I'm saying.
That problem.
And now this Loki, look, we've only seen one example of this Loki so far because not everyone has it yet. So I'm holding out hope. Again, my Anakins were fine. My Joker was fine. My Wanda was not. So I got, roll the dice, 3 out of 4. I'm doing Jack Sparrow's fine, but he has a cap on his head, right? A bandana. So Kiko, should we have faith in the artisan line? Because even my John Wick that I ordered, I still want Winter Soldier, but even my John Wick that I ordered, I'm like I'm starting, like, if my do you know how broken I'm going to be if Loki shows up with glue in his hair?
I know.
Like, if Loki shows up with glue in his hair, I'm literally going to just fucking I'm going to be destroyed. I'm just like, because that's my guy. So
I get that, because
Wanda's got to figure this out.
You know that.
Yes.
So here's my thing is, do you remember when I used to do content creation back in the day? I did a video called Artisan Line is Doomed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I still hold to that fact, is because they announced way too much stuff and they haven't been releasing it. I still don't think their release schedule lines up for the amount of stuff that they've announced. I've seen those like death. Forgive me, I'm gonna sound super boomery, but Death Left Stranding or whatever that thing is.
Death Stranding. Yeah.
Whatever those are. Then there's that like episode 2 Anakin, or I'm sorry, episode 2 Obi-Wan that looks terrible. But either way, like, I do not trust the artisan line. No. Given the opportunity to sculpt it versus this, I just don't see the value in it. Like, I understand it's like this is a new tier. When it was originally announced, it was announced that, hey, this is collecting the new version of what collecting is supposed to look like in the future. We've got new technologies. This isn't just Barbie dolls. This is high quality collecting. Wool hair implantation. That was their big thing. Wool hair implantation. Yeah. And I did a whole video on that too. Like, what does that mean? And I tried to figure that out. And it's literally gluing hair. And that's what this is, as you can see, the glue. Now, the J&D stuff, and I still think you got scammed, whatever. But like, they do a different technique for putting their hair on or into their figures. And that's why the cost is that way, because it's hand done. You get what you pay for it, literally. Yeah. This is literally charging those premium prices for craft projects. All right. I can go to Hobby Lobby. I can go to Michael's. I can get some doll glue and essentially do this on the Hot Toys budget. And that, I think, is absolutely criminal. And we have to stop this. And as I said, it's easy when it's not a character you care about. Like, oh, absolutely. No Loki for me. But if Loki's your guy, what are you going to do? Because you're like, I'd really like to try this. You know, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, but it shouldn't come to that, Will. They are way too expensive to have stuff like this happening. This is embarrassing, honestly. Now, I know everything's in a vacuum, and the vocal minority, you know, people love to use that term and throw that around, is that they will say, well, these are rare instances that are just getting a lot of attention. Okay, that's fine. But the fact it's happening at all means that seed is planted in your mind to saying, oh no, what if it's mine when it comes in? Because, Will, you're thinking it. When my Loki comes in, am I going to have a bad experience? And so you're naturally going to be overly critical. You're going to be panicking. And that is not a collector experience. For the price you're paying, this is not a collector experience you should have to deal with. So should you trust them? I don't. At this point, my question, and I'm sorry, I've talked a lot, is that it's been months. I haven't said anything.
Got a lot of build up.
I got a lot of build up. Is that why at this point, when I feel objectively that the sculpt is just as good, if not better, than this quote artisan line, like what do you feel like you're getting out of this hair, this real hair look? Because I just ain't seeing it. Like I was never more not disappointed, but when I got my DX Joker, I'm like, this is it. This is what I was like so excited about. And I'm like, okay, I'm really starting to look at this artisan line a little bit differently because I'm just not I'm just whelmed. I'm not over. I'm not, you know,
you're whelmed.
It's whelmed. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so I hate that. And I hate that for you. And the cost should not reflect this. Or at the cost, this should not be a topic conversation we should even be having.
I totally agree with you. And like, again, and I said even in the beginning, InArt had their issues too, but hair was not one of them. They had issues with magnets and other things becoming unglued, and they sure did.
And it's a new company, and they figured that, and they really figured this out. Now, granted, this is another topic or whatever. They did away with the magnets and put the stands in. That's a topic for another time. But they still acknowledged it and made the correction.
Yeah, they did. And also, none of that stuff was generally all that figure breaking. Like if the figure has glue in its head, that is figure breaking. The head sculpt is primarily why we buy these figures. And yes, it is happening, Kiko, in the minority. Like we're seeing a few examples for each figure out of thousands of units, right? At the same time, there are probably others we're not hearing about, sure, that people are not posting. But at the same time, it still is too many. I'm starting to come to the realization that that's the case. I said for a long time, I was like, let's not panic. And I still think we should not panic. But at the same time, I think a lot of people, and I'm starting to come around to it, are just losing faith in this line. What happened to me with Wanda, when it finally happened to me, I was like, fuck this. I was like, that's why I was like, why? Like I paid $450 for this figure. I'm getting multiple head sculpts with glue stains. And again, like if Loki arrives like that, like Kiko, you asked the question, why buy artisan? Because when it's done right, and all the other artisan figures I've had no problem, right? And when it's done right, I do think they are exceptional. I think they're fantastic figures. Do I think they're as good as InArt? Jack Sparrow, I think, but I think the other ones...
I would say Black Widow is.
Black Widow was sculpted hair.
Compared to my Michael Jackson and the Black Widow, I consider them on par, for sure.
Yes, exactly. And that Black Widow was sculpted hair.
And my Arthur Flex and my Jokers.
Yes, that sculpted Black Widow would not be near as good if it were sculpted instead of rooted.
Agreed.
So I do agree with the right character, and if they do it right with no glue staining, I think the artisan line has a ton of potential. But right now, they cannot figure out this glue problem, apparently.
But here's my other last thing, and I'll let Dean jump in. Dean, I'm so sorry. Is that with this, when a figure goes up for pre-order and they have the artisan version or sculpted, I don't know why you wouldn't go sculpted. If it's just like Winter Soldier, that was a rare one, it's just artisan. Black Widow, it's just artisan. Cool, go for it, take your chance. But if it gives you the option of sculpted, I literally save $100 at the same time, and you get something that you know is not going to be messed up. Why would you not do that at this point?
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of starting to tilt on John Wick. I'm going to hold it until it releases and see how I feel, but because no point in canceling it now. But it's like, I ordered the sculpted one with Josh to compare them. I could just roll with that. I mean, you know, and I know Kiko will hate it. I kind of want to get the J&D John Wick, honestly. I kind of do.
Well,
so, yeah, so now I'm going too far. But Dean, what do you think about this? Weigh in on this artisan debacle here.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because like you said, when they get it right, it's fantastic.
Yep.
And I feel like they do enough just right that every time we get a dud, and it's like, should we or shouldn't we?
Right.
It's like it's like
a toxic relationship.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, but look at this bad one. It's like, yeah, but remember how good it was? Like, fuck, you're right. Like, it could be good again. And then the next one's good, and you're like, see, like I was just like overreacting. And then the one after that is bad, and it's like, fuck, was I overreacting? Because it's bad again. And it's just, it's so wishy-washy that, yeah, I feel like collectors don't really know what to do. It's like,
and we don't deserve it at that price point.
at that price point is crazy. And I think Kiko's right. I think if you have the option of just getting sculpted, just get the sculpted. But if it's a character you're willing to risk it on, like, this is my ride or die character, right? Like with you and Loki.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I like the Black Widow, but like, she's not my favorite character. Just get the sculpted. Oh, I like Scarlet Witch, but she's not my favorite character.
Dean, who is your ride or die? Who is your
Cloud?
person? Cloud?
Well, Cloud, but they're never going to do it. So if Hot Toys, I would go Luke Skywalker.
Okay. Luke Skywalker.
You know,
which they probably will get that.
If they put up a New Hope Luke.
They've done Dark Empire Luke.
I'm not a Dark Empire.
New Hope Luke in 2 years, Kiko, 2027, about to be 1 year. They will make an Artisan New Hope Luke guarantee.
If they put up a New Hope Luke, I'm willing to risk it.
They will, yeah.
Because Luke is my guy. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just getting the sculpted at this point. You know, and even back when we were talking about the Harley Quinn, I thought the sculpted one looked better anyway. Just the coloration of the hair worked better in the sculpted than it did in the wool. But yeah, this, I don't know, man. It's tough because like
your reaction, Dean, what you're doing right now is how we all feel about this.
Yeah, it's because it's frustrating. It's 100% frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer that we should even have to, like, this is how I thought I was going to feel about when InArt came onto the scene.
Right.
And InArt has fucking proven me wrong time after time after time. And at this point, it's like, you know what? Whatever their pre-order showing, that's what you're going to get. Like, there's almost no loss of quality in terms of the prototype to what is shipped to you. Hot Toys, on the other hand, it's completely the opposite. You know, when they said, hey, we're going to start doing this, I was like, oh, bro, fucking winner, chicken dinner. And it's been nothing but fucking problems and headaches, and will they, won't they? It's so frustrating.
Yeah. And it's funny, certain artisan figures have had basically no issues, but then others have been ripe with them. And it's like, I don't know what's happening at the factories, Kiko. I don't know what they're doing.
Unit number? Is it the edition size? What
right.
I mean,
I don't know. And again, Loki, we've only seen one, but so we'll see.
I mean, because Anakin was a low edition size, and it was still plagued with problems.
Yeah, it had several. Yeah,
because like InArt's problems were, you know, you get a figure and the head sculpt, the hair is all fucked up. They've pretty much solved that. Yeah, that was like a Joker one and done thing. And then all the other stuff InArt has a problem with are like the pegs or like the magnets. It's not really like a figure problem.
I mean, I have 7 InArt figures at this point. That's crazy.
Yeah. Who thought we would be there at this point? Yeah.
I know.
Not
People
me.
change.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So, and you know, with Hot Toys, it's like, oh, the hair's falling out even.
Yeah.
You know, we saw a lot of Jokers that was bald. Or the glue dries and turns orange, and it's not good.
It's wild though, yeah, because like my Jack Sparrow, I had the Hot Toys Joker Heath Ledger, and I loved it actually. And my Jack Sparrow is incredible, and my Darkseid Anakin that I paid $1,200 for is incredible, right? They're like, I look at those, and I'm like, this is what the line should be, right? But then you look at some of these issues, like when I got Wanda, I was like, what the fuck is this? And you know, it's just, and again, get it twice, like I was like, okay. Now, the figure gods are just screwing with me at this point.
Now, Will, this is an honest question, not trying to stir stuff up. Is it something you could just like take off with tweezers and it'd be fixed, or is it like it's not? Okay.
Because if I tried to do that and just mess with it a little bit, it would make it worse. Yeah, it would make it worse every time. It like spreads because there's more glue in there, and the more you try to the more you try to futz with
So
the
it's
glue,
like peeling off dead skin. You just
yes,
keep
it'll like peel out
Ooh.
more. It'll reveal
Ew,
more
okay.
glue. In other words, so
Terrible,
because I tried to
terrible.
do that, I was like, oh, maybe I can just remove that hair or whatever. Nope, it's the glue underneath, and it's like it
Interesting.
reveals more. So it does. I tried. So don't do that at home
Okay.
if you want to do that. Yeah, because I tried
PSA.
it. Yeah, because I did, and and Sideshow knew, so I was like, yeah, I mean, I tried to do this. So by the way, Myron's still here. Myron, shout out to Myron. Reason I bought Snape was because I support the whole magnetic eye system. This will give J&D a run for their money at half the cost. So yeah, that is fair. I'm excited to see that feature in hand when my Snape does eventually ship. So thank you so much, Myron, for the super chat, bro. I love Myron. Great guy.
Will, I'll say this: if you do
so,
end up moving Snape off and you're not really feeling it, I'd consider taking it off you.
Okay. Well, yeah. So if I move him, then I'll hit you up first.
Hit me up. You hit me up with Mike, so you know I'm good for it.
I wanted to hook you up with Mike because, again, the problem with those InArt figures, I promised Harry Potter to Natalie and Michael Jackson to you, and both times I was like, this is so good though. Like I was like, I want to keep, but I would never do that to you guys. I was like, no, it's going.
And that made my month or whatever that was when I got that. So thank you, Will.
There you go. Perfect. Well, thanks, dude. Let's see. Is it Jesus Hernandez? One of those two. Just wanted to say happy holidays, everybody. Dude, thanks so much. I forget, dude. I feel like that's not his normal username because I remember him. I forget his normal username, but like he's a tattooer or a piercer. I remember in California because when I went out there, he invited me out to dinner, and I remember he's such a nice guy. But thank you so much, bro. Happy holidays. I think it's a burner. I think it's a burner, dude.
You know what? Actually, I think there's something going on with StreamYard because we had the same problem on Tuesday. We were like, I know who this is, but it's not the name. Yeah, it's like showing like their like YouTube name and not their screen name or something. Something was going on with
StreamYard.
I know, right? We've got that Black Friday discount. Kiko is back. Did we just win? Yes, we all did.
Kind of.
Won. And Kiko won too. Thank you so much, bro, for the super chat. Thank you guys for being so generous today. It's really, really kind and generous. We don't know how the hair will hold up in time. Professor Jack is right. We don't. Like Kiko, people were messaging me on Instagram and saying that, and I started to feel trauma in real time. Like people were like, "What if in 4 or 5 years all of these figures start balding?"
Well, let me ask you this, Will. How long has it been since InArt's first Joker came out?
I think 4 years? 3 or 4 years. 3 years, 3+ years. Yeah.
It's still going just fine for me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what the Hot Toy stuff's going to be. Like if my Black Widow ends up looking like this in like a year, I'll be pissed, TBH. Yeah. But like at this point, when it comes down to the rooted offerings, like InArt does take the cake easily.
Yeah. They are. They're really doing it well. And I will say, Kiko, if that starts happening in 2 to 3 years, for example, I'll be out.
Oh, people are going to
I'll be out of the
people are going to stop. Yeah.
100% I'll be out.
And they have to know that. They have to.
Yeah, that planned obsolescence only goes so far. Like the figure's got to take me more than 2 years before it starts literally falling apart. Like that's not going to work. So D'Angelo, thanks so much, bro. Hey guys, got to go, but thanks for the stream and happy holidays. We appreciate y'all and thanks for coming back, Kiko. We miss and love y'all. Dude, thanks so much, D'Angelo. Appreciate you, man. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and move to our next topic here. And we're moving right along here. So we got the Loki stuff done. Let's talk about Armored Batman.
Because finally, good. I was so happy about this.
Were you excited about this one, Kiko?
Yes, because I can't wait to bitch about it.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Because I thought it looked incredible, but I'm not the biggest Batfleck guy. So I mean, I'm just shitting all over the Batman.
Well, my opinion may be different than you may be thinking.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so my question mostly being like, I got a lot of messages, Kiko, about this, and sometimes that will guide me in how I, arrive at these topics. A lot of people were like, I regret passing on this. One person messaged me saying they got a waitlist conversion before and they passed on it and now they regret it. So I do think there are some collectors feeling the FOMO because of how good this turned out in most collectors' eyes. I think it looks incredible. I saw the blogger photos and I said, damn, this thing is really good. And I do think they're clearly trying to get in front of InArt because InArt, I don't know that InArt's making this one. I don't think they are, but they're trying to make the best Batfleck figures, in BBS that can be made before InArt really jumps into the fold and delivers what they're going to deliver. And I think they hit this one out of the park. I think it looks incredible. If I had this on pre-order, I'd be very happy. I think it looks great. But Kiko, do you have a different sentiment that you want to express? Because I think the sculpt looks great. The head sculpts are good. The armor is very detailed. It's heavy. I think they killed this one out, knocked it out of the park. But what are you thinking about it?
Oh, Will, this is why you're so susceptible to the simple trends that.
Maybe.
Ooh, welcome to dairy. Ooh,
it's so great. Good, dude. It's so good.
We'll talk about that later offline.
Okay, yeah, and Stranger Things is good too. I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
I'm doing the Dean right now.
Episode 4 was incredible, Kiko. I loved it. Dude.
Anyway, so going back to the Armored Batman thing, people for months have been saying, "Where's Armored Batman? Where's Armored Batman?" Because this was announced a while ago. I don't know when the actual date was, but people have been clamoring for this for a minute because it was announced. And so there's a little bit of controversy with this one, obviously, because the snarling, battle-damaged face is different than what was offered. That's the biggest takeaway from this, is that most people are like, well, if I knew it had that face instead of like the stoic, whatever, like the expressionless face, I would have pre-ordered it. Okay, don't care, because the Affleck Batman fatigue is real for me, honestly. Like, I am so sick of the Snyderverse. And granted, okay, let me jump in here. Okay, so Justice League was a travesty. Okay,
yeah, it was.
The Snyder Cut was okay, but the people that jerked themselves to the Snyder Cut and was like all done with like the DC James Gunn universe, didn't give it a chance. I still think James Gunn is a clown, and his DC universe is absolutely dead on arrival, which it is. Like, I did not get the hype behind the Snyder Cut. Either way, Ben Affleck is not Batman. Okay, like I'm saying that right now. Ben Affleck is not Batman. I know it's going to make a lot of people mad, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of super chats. That's great for you, Will, because you get more of that way. But here's my thing. This is a figure that has been released 3 times, okay? We had the original release. We had the platinum, like the black gunmetal release, and then this one, okay? So it's not like people have been
the damaged one.
Yeah, they're like, it's not like this has been unavailable. Okay. Yes, there are some upgrades. There are some things like, wow, I wish I would have had this. Well, great. Damn it. Like, you should go ahead and sell the one from 15 years ago and get this one. Like, it's not that big a deal. Like, if you want that much of an upgrade, oh, the die-cast parts make it indistinguishable. This is the thing. Great. I'm glad for you. Like, does anyone care about the Snyderverse Batman at this point? Like, I know I'm probably going to get blasted in the chat, and I don't care, because I think like the Batman Snyder universe is so fatigued at this point. Like, I've lost interest, bro. I really have. And as someone who literally, Batman is the only thing that keeps DC afloat for me. Like, I don't care about Superman, don't care about Green Lantern, don't care about Wonder Woman, don't care about any of that. So Batman is the only thing I care about, especially the Dark Knight. I know Dean's super excited about that. Yeah, when it comes to the Batman, or by the way, I don't like the Batman with Robert Pattinson either. But when it comes to Batman, Batman's the only thing that keeps me invested in DC. But I'm so like checked out of like this. When was Batman versus Superman? When did that come out? Now,
that was like 2014, wasn't it?
Okay, so it's like 10 plus years. Like, and it was not critically acclaimed. Okay, it was not critically like received. That people weren't happy with it. Okay, so it's not like this is a forgotten piece of merchandise that people's like, you never give it its flowers. This is its 3rd release. Okay, it's not like people are like sitting there like freaking out about it. Like, I'm just a little dumbstruck at this one, honestly. Like, I don't understand the hype. I don't get it. And if this one's for you, that's great. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy that you're getting something. But like, can we just put the Ben Affleck Batman to bed? We need more Christian Bale Batman, obviously.
We do.
We need that. Because that's the superior Batman. But honestly, I will admit the snarling face is cool. It looks good. I'm happy for those people, but I'm so sick of this topic. I'm so sick of Batman versus Superman. And for the people that's like, well, Star Wars is 50 years old. That's Star Wars. This is Snyder's Batman. Okay. No one cares. And in 10 years, this will be completely forgotten. Mark my words.
It's you know what's funny, Kiko, is like in principle I agree with you, because I Snyderverse was never my thing either. I really did like Snyder Cut, though. I will say that I really like Snyder Cut. Thought it was a great
an upgrade, sure. Yeah.
However, it was homework that was resubmitted 100%. Like, he was able to go back to the drawing board and remake and redo all the things that he knew were done wrong by Joss the first time.
I love the analogy. Yeah.
I will say that. I mean, he did a great job. Let's say he delivered an A homework. I really enjoyed that film. It was great.
B, not A.
Yeah, either close enough. You know, I grade on a curve.
A 6-hour movie is not an A. I'm sorry. Tell your story.
It was 4 hours, wasn't it? It was
Tell your story.
Yeah, but I will say though, Kiko, I think the data is pretty clear from what I've seen. A lot of collectors love Snyderverse and they want these figures made. I know InArt has said to me and other people ask about BVS Batman almost more than anything else.
That's insane to me.
People love it.
Why?
So,
Why?
I don't know. People
in
love
the
this
comments
iteration.
respond. Tell me why. I want to know why.
Yeah. People love this iteration of Batman. I'm with you. Christian Bale is goated. I know Dean disagrees. I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was good, but the film he's in is not good.
Correct.
Like, I mean, it's an okay. If I'm not going to say it's terrible, but I'm going to say it's okay at best. It's very mid. I think there are a lot of other installments of Batman that are better than this. But as far as a figure is concerned, this is incredible. Hot Toys absolutely killed it. They knocked this one out of the park. I think that's a USB.
It's literally the same figure with USB. That's it, and some die-cast parts, and a little bit better face.
And the Starling. Yeah, right.
It's not I will say, revolutionary piece, bro.
No, but at the same time, I do think it looks incredible. And in a display, this is going to it's going to look insanely good.
Okay.
So as far as the figure is concerned, if you do love Batfleck, I get why people are panicking, FOMOing on this one. But because it came out even better than I think people realized it was going to.
Which is a good Hot Toys W. Well,
yes, it is a Hot Toys W, but at the same time, I agree with you on your big picture thinking. Like, I'm not sure why, but they do. Regardless of the fact is they do. People love Batfleck Batman. So I'm not sure why, but they do. And they always will, apparently. As much as they love Henry Cavill Superman, same deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people just always,
that's a little bit different though.
Yeah, a little bit, but Henry Cavill, people still they love him.
He is Superman.
Yeah, see? And that's the thing. So, Dean, weigh in on this one. What do you think? Is this figure going to be FOMO inducing? Is the Batfleck phenomenon still a little bit confusing to you? What do you think?
I own one DC figure in my Hot Toys collection.
Snyderverse figure, you mean?
It's Armored Batman.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love Armored Batman.
So you're getting this one?
No, I own the original.
You got the one you want. Okay.
I own the original one. This one, like Kiko said, it's really not that much different, save for some die-cast parts. But that being said, I have gotten offers to buy my Armored Batman once a year since this figure came out. Like, people really like this figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kiko said, they've released it. They did the battle damage one. They did the black chrome or whatever it was. The original one. Now this, which is kind of a little bit of both of the, you get the battle damage parts and the regular. So yeah, I mean, they wouldn't keep releasing it if people didn't keep fucking buying it. So yeah, I think this is a W figure. In terms of Batfleck, I was a fan of Batfleck. I will agree with Kiko. I know he's not here. Oh, there he is. I don't think Ben Affleck's Batman is a good characterization of Batman. He's too silly. He's very funny. It's very, he almost plays more like Tony Stark than he does Bruce Wayne. Because Batman is like the serious guy. Bruce Wayne doesn't fuck around. Like, in almost like any iteration. If you watch Batman, he's the only motherfucker with a straight face telling people how it is. Then you got the juxtaposition of like the Flash, who's very silly, doesn't take anything serious. So I do have a problem with that version of Batfleck, but bro, he kicks fucking ass in this movie. The warehouse scene is probably some of the greatest Batman cinema we've ever gotten.
That one is good.
Toe to toe with Superman in the suit, fucking awesome.
Dean, I know you're not going to say that him screaming, "Why did you say that name?" is cinema.
No, that is silly. That's a really dumb
The Martha
thing.
connection really did.
Yeah, they could have done an infinite number of things better there, but the fight, I'm talking about the fight, them fucking each other up, throwing sinks at each other, fucking, it's badass. It's fun to watch. So yeah, Armored Batman, goated. I love my figure. That being said, it really is a statue. You can't do shit with this figure. And maybe they fixed it with this one, but the original one, bro, good luck even getting him to hold his gun. Like,
you can plug him in. That's
It
it.
does not do shit.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, I love this figure. I think it's great. Uh, I would say it will be a grail for, in the future. But like Kiko said, it's buyer's market. There's so many versions of this guy out there that,
Right.
Um,
And it is the best version, but there's always the 1.0 you can get for cheap. Yeah.
yeah. And then with my 1.0, I bought the, I don't even remember who did it, but it's a faceplate where it's a straight face. Cause the original one only had like a weird, it's like a snarl face or something. I don't even remember what it was, but it wasn't very good. So I upgraded mine. I think it's fantastic. I love Armored Batman. I call him Iron Batman, but
Nice. Iron Batman. Yeah, that's probably about right.
yeah,
honestly.
I think this is great. I think it's cool.
Well, hey, there we go. I think it's really cool too, but I'm not going to
Each
get it.
their own.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a super chat. Gavin Beard is super excited to see Kiko. Oh my God, it's Kiko. Pinch me. I'm dreaming, dude. That's how we all felt. Shout out to Gavin, by the way. Great dude. I think you just got married recently.
To quote Armored Batman, well, here I am, or whatever he says, I'm here, that stupid line. Terrible.
I mean,
dialogue.
I don't know though. Would that, like, in the heat of the moment when you're fighting like an arch nemesis, if he said his mom's name, it was the same as yours, would you pause? I'd probably be like, that's weird.
No, I'd
Can I
be
tell
like,
you
well,
a real
mine's better.
story?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a real story?
Yeah,
that's
dude, go for it.
It's sad but hilarious at the same time. Okay, so
Love this.
we a couple years ago we were at a funeral, okay, for someone close to my wife, okay, and the person, the minister person was up there, and the person, I guess the deceased's son was sitting next to us, okay, and he had been drinking heavily, okay, obviously he just lost his dad, whatever, all right, and so they're going through the story of Mary and Martha and Lazarus being raised from the dead or whatever, and so they're reading the scripture, okay, and it says, and Jesus said unto Martha, and he yells out, why did you say that name?
No, he didn't.
I
No, he
swear
didn't.
to you, one of the craziest moments I've ever been a part of at a funeral. It was wild.
Dude, no fucking chance that's a true story. Like,
Anyone laugh?
You can text Amy right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can text Amy right now.
That's wild.
Real.
But see,
that's
did anyone laugh and or get it?
But see,
well, I
much
did
people
because
love
I
Batman.
had to grab my mouth because I was like, I'm at a funeral. Someone's like grieving, obviously, but he would have been drinking. It was funny, but he yelled out in the Batman voice, why did you say that name? When he said Mary and Martha. It was hysterical.
But Kiko, that's a testament to how much people love the Snyderverse and Batman.
I guess. Well,
so,
okay, so the guy that you know that picture of Grogu that someone drew of like Grogu in my room at all?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Either way, it's a
pink room?
He's no, in my old room. He's a comic book artist or whatever, but he drew a special Grogu. Anyway, he's a comic book artist, so he's very in tune with all the like lore and stuff. So he watches all that stuff.
Nice, that's awesome. Dude,
but it's a true story, I promise.
That sounds pretty wild. But I love that story. But you know what also is a good story? And are announcing Daryl Dixon. Because look, Kiko, I know this is probably not going to be your jam. You're probably not going to jump in on this Walking Dead line. However, I am, because I am surprised to no one. I mean, Kiko, I was on the Walking Dead hype train for the first 8 seasons, which is a season 8 figure, actually. And then after that, I think I stopped watching. I already got Rick and Negan. This Daryl, I was never completely like, oh, do I really need Daryl? I don't know. So this one I do plan on keeping for the time being. But if I ended up moving one figure, it would be this one. I'd still do. I think it's one of the best prototypes I've ever seen. But Rick and Negan are more important to me personally. However, Daryl looks incredible, I got to say. Kiko, and I got to ask you, is the Walking Dead line worth investing in? Because I think all 3 of these look amazing. But this Daryl prototype is like, it's got to be one of InArt's best prototypes. What do you think about it?
So I'm a little bit out of the loop, obviously, but I did a little bit of research before I came here. And they had said that, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm speaking any falsehoods, but they said, hey, get our new Daryl figure. We're reopening up the opportunity to get Negan and Rick, and you can get all 3 essentially for like a package deal, whatever.
Yes.
I love that. I love that opportunity. That's cool.
Yeah.
If you're a Walking Dead fan. But here we go. Is that like, I feel like The Walking Dead has passed its expiration mark, essentially. Like that franchise is The Walking Dead at this point. Like, so I did a casual Google search today before I jump on here because you sent me the topics. I was like, how many seasons of The Walking Dead were there? And I think it said there was 12 or 11, 12 actual seasons of The Walking Dead. And then there was multiple spinoffs, from these characters. So I've been married going up on like 7+ years or whatever. And I dated another girl before Amy, well before that. And so I remember before that watching an episode of The Walking Dead at her house. That's how long ago this was. And I'm like, what am I watching? Like, why am I watching this? I have never understood The Walking Dead hype. I just don't. I get this, with Last of Us, zombies. I know that's a genre that people love and that are cool with. I have never understood The Walking Dead hype. I feel it is extremely fabricated as far as like the hype behind it. I think it's not a good show. But let's talk about the figures. Okay. I will admit the figures look absolutely incredible. Do I want, because Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows ever. Do I want InArt to grab the Breaking Bad license?
100%.
Sure. Of course. I would be all over that. And like, obviously they make good stuff for sure. And you're getting, you said, is it worth investing in? You get 3 figures. Like, how many more do you want at that point? I mean, these are the 3 main people. You got your main hero, you're kind of like anti-hero, and then your villain. That's perfect. That's a display right there. That's awesome. So like, if you like The Walking Dead at all, I think you have to get all 3 of them for sure. I'm not shilling for InArt. Everyone knows that. Don't give a fuck. But like, I will undeniably say they're incredible pieces for sure. Even like when they were shown off at when was that? Like San Diego Comic-Con? Like
San Diego Comic-Con when I went there. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Even the prototypes, like, look, wow, if this makes it to production, this is going to be something. And they are. And I will say, like, compared, because it's the same guy, between this and the Death Left Stranding, like, it's night and day. It's not even close. Like, it's that much better. Like, it's good. What's he giggling about?
It's called Death Stranding, but Death Left Stranding is pretty close.
What's it called?
Death Stranding.
Okay, forgive me.
You said if you remove the left, you were fine. Yeah, the rest of it was good.
What? It's Death Standing or Strand? What's it
Death
called?
Stranding.
Death Stranding. Where did I get the
Stranding.
Left Stranding?
I don't know where you got that from. That's why I was like, if you just remove that part, you're good.
I think I've said that like 13 times at this point.
Yeah, you have. I didn't have the heart to correct you, but now I did. So.
That's fine. Thank you. But
so I'm a bad host.
No, this is a good opportunity if you like this show. I don't understand the hype behind the show, but if this is yours, this is it. Get it. For sure. Especially because, well, I'm embarrassed to say this. I really am.
Say it.
I think InArt is on the up right now. I hate to say that.
They are, because the artisan is floundering. That's why.
And the quality of the offerings have been consistent. Like, no one's posting pictures of the InArt stuff saying, wow, drop the ball here. What a downgrade. Now, granted, I think the release schedule needs to be upgraded. Sure. Conversations for different times. But if you're a Walking Dead fan, yeah, cool. But I just don't understand the Walking Dead hype. But if you're looking for this, I think you're into something.
And Kiko, I don't know if we formally got your opinion on the show yet. I know that InArt Joaquin Phoenix Joker, I think it's a 10 out of 10. Like, I think it's incredible.
Yeah, I got the 4-pack as people. I think I had that ordered a long time ago. Yeah. Salty that I saw that you posted that it was available for sale for like $1,000.
It sold out real quick though, real quick.
Okay, and I don't know how many there were, but I am very thankful for the 4-pack I have. I think it's some of the best pieces in my entire like small collection that I have left. Love them, even from the Arthur Fleck. I think the Arthur Fleck is better than most Hot Toys. It's really that good. And then obviously the Bathroom Joker is one of the coolest figures of all time. Either way, InArt has my attention, which is why I pre-ordered, the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal, and why Will, I am considering potentially re-grabbing the Paul Atreides because it's still available.
It's in stock, dude. You will love it. I promise you. It's an
because I already have the Og toys, as I told you, which I think is pretty good.
It is pretty good, but I will say this is going to blow you out of the water. And I will say, if you ever wanted to, you can get those custom blue eyes. They're on sale for Black Friday right now too. I got those and I put them in my Paul trays. It does make a huge. That's Paul 2.
But you know he's going to look totally different in Dune Messiah.
Dune
so
3,
I mean, there's no real point.
And I know InArt said they're going to make more Dune figures, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're making another Paul. But we'll see. I mean, I know they were going to make Fade Rotha or whatever his name was, Alton
That'd be
Butler character.
excellent.
Yeah,
I do not need a Chani. No, thank you.
Yeah, everyone wants her apparently, but I'm not convinced people will
No
actually buy
way.
her.
No,
I'm not convinced people are paying $500 for her.
No.
Yeah, or 400, whatever. But Dean, what do you think about this Daryl Dixon? Is this going to be a grail here, hard to pass on? What do you think?
I'm not a Walking Dead fan. I just could not get into the show. I tried. That being said, Daryl's a lot of people's favorite character. Daryl's very cool. You said this is season 8?
Season 8, yeah.
Of 50?
I couldn't tell you like what's the best season or anything, so I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of people love this character. So yeah, InArt puts out good fucking shit. So I definitely see a lot of people wanting this, picking it up, or wanting it later on when, they come around and realize it existed and they didn't order it. So that's happened with me in a lot of figures I didn't know existed at the time. So yeah, this is definitely a future grail.
I think it is, bro. I think it is. And I think
I might be that I might be the Thanos meme. I might have to message Johnny and say, perhaps I judged you too harshly.
Yeah, he would love that, dude. You should do a call with him or something. Like he would just laugh. He would think it was great, dude.
I hope he knows that it'd be in good fun.
Yeah, it was. And like again, InArt is riding high right now. So hopefully they keep this momentum. And someone put in the comments actually that Snape was announced like 6 months ago and already released. And Wukong released really quickly too. So I do think they're getting
one of my friends, Justin, got Wukong and says one of the best figures he's ever had.
It is. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, it really is. Because I have it and it's amazing. I will say I wish InArt had done this. There's a custom head sculpt out there with rooted hair for Wukong, and it takes the figure to the next level. It really is. And InArt went fully sculpted. It's still very good, but that one I saw and I was like, I kind of wish InArt did that. But still, nonetheless, guys, we got time for one more topic. We'll kind of roll through this one a little quick because again, InArt's riding high, but we might be knocking them down a peg here slightly. So this is the Queen Studios version. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay. this StreamYard, figuring out these like different orientations is a whole challenge. So Queen Studios has announced a Terminator bust, right? 1-to-1. What happens here, Kiko and Dean, that caused this price to be so significantly higher than any other bust they made? Most of the other busts are like $4,000 to $5,000. This is $7,600. It's a 1-to-1 bust because it has animatronics in it. You can move the head around, and a lot of people in the statue collecting community are complaining about this because they're saying there is no static version that you can buy. You do get the thumbs up here. You have to buy the one version, right? They made another version of this previously. So InArt, Queen Studios, kind of arguing they already made that, and now they're making an animatronic version. So it's $299 ES, but a very expensive piece here. So Kiko, I know you referenced this earlier in the show about prices kind of getting out of control here. I'll bring up a quick video real quick, just showcasing some of the, mechanical aspects here. But Kiko, are prices for collectibles just getting too crazy? I know this is not the market for us, really. We're not the demographic for this piece, but I'm just wondering, like $7,600, like for a moving head. It's beautiful. This is one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen. But when is enough? What do you think?
That's a great question. Like with this, like I feel, and you said it, this is not for us. This is not for us. Yeah. And if you are even considering this, like you obviously are in a different world. You're living in a different world than I am, essentially. And I hate that, the fact that we all live on the same planet, but don't live in different worlds. I hate that, just from a social aspect. I'm not trying to get too political by any means, but anyway, like think about, $8,000 for something. That is multiple cars for some people, multiple used cars for some people. That is my, like half my year of mortgage. That's insane. Just for a Arnie that like moves his head when like cool. Like, look, I get it. If you got it like that, if you're Joe Burrow and you can just buy the Batmobile and you can buy things like this, like
Shout
cool,
out to
go
him,
for
by
it.
the way.
Yeah, by the way, he won last night. Welcome
Yeah,
back,
he
Joe.
did. Yeah.
Like if you got it like that, cool. These are great luxury items. But my thing, even like when they went to, I think it was like, what was it, like that 1/2 scale like Hulkbuster for $40,000. Remember that?
Oh, it was 1-to-1. It was 1-to-1. Yeah.
Was it 1-to-1? Either way,
Yeah.
like who the fuck is buying that? And
Yeah.
I hate using language on the show at this point because of like my new job situation. Like I know I'm gonna get like flagged eventually because they're gonna find me. Either way, like that's just not the average person. It really isn't, and that's a scary thing to think about. Like that's all I can say. We live on the same planet but in different worlds, essentially. And this is not for me. It's not for the average person. I would love to know, like, if you grab this and it's like, wow, this is, I've been the biggest Arnie fan for 30 plus years, whatever. Cool, man. I hope you can make all your other commitments and you're living great and you enjoy that. Go for it. But like, I guess I'll say it and I'll end it with this, is that I wonder, like, at some point, does it become like tacky to be creating some of this stuff? Because people obviously are buying it, obviously.
Yeah, they are.
But at some point, does it become tacky and nasty to be like creating stuff like that? That's my only question. Like, Will, that's an honest question for you, Andrew Dean. Like, do you ever feel like, I feel icky, that this is something like I'm a part of?
Sometimes I do when I like feel like, especially when I overspend. You and I have talked about that, when you were on the show regularly. Like I remember saying, like, if I overspend my budget, I'd feel so dirty. I feel so just wrong, and and that's why, like, I've really wanted to take a step back in 2026 and say, like, hey, like this has got to stop. Particularly if you have long-term goals and stuff like that. I mean, I will say, as far as the piece is concerned, Kiko, this is the most lifelike bust I've ever seen in my life.
I will not deny that. Sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's absolutely insanely, incredibly lifelike. And I'm happy for people who are able to get this. But I just look at this for me, and again, we're not the audience, clearly, because this is more than my budget in a year, right? I can't even. I couldn't even. I'd have to dedicate 2 years of my budget to do this, right? So buy nothing else for 2 years just to get this. And for some people, again, you and I love Terminator as much as the next guy. I mean, I'm incredibly huge Terminator.
I just watched it last week.
Yeah, it's one of the best films ever made, not just sci-fi or action, best films. So, I get it. And $299 ES, not a ton of people, a couple hundred people are buying this, right? And that's it. But for those people, I'm happy for them. But yeah, I just see this, and I know a lot of people are bitching about the price and the animatronics. But I mean, again, it does make me feel a little bit dirty when I see this. But I mean, hey, you could say that for everything. I mean, we all have different means and stuff, and you shouldn't feel bad about buying what you want to buy if you've earned it, if you have the money.
Of course,
for it.
For sure. And let me just say, I'm not guilt trip. If you got it, go for it. Obviously, like I said,
go for it.
If Joe Burrow wants to buy the Batmobile, good, go for it, buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Does he have a Tumblr? Does he have a Batmobile?
Okay, so last year his house got broken into and he canceled it, but he did buy it. He put the pre-order in. He was about to have the Tumblr, but someone broke into his house and he canceled it because he's
wow, dude, he can't. He lost his deposit. That's crazy.
Yeah, he lost his NRD.
Wow, Dean, what do you think about this? Are the prices getting a little out of control for these type of collectibles?
Yeah, you and I have talked about this last year when we saw the Prime 1 Final Fantasy 7 statues.
And yet,
we
committed.
Yeah, we committed. All it does is look left and right. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
I just
bought the gunfire. Can I use the gun?
No, it's just the head. See,
I'd love to take
the light of eye.
I just bought a life-size R2-D2 from Home Depot with lights and sounds.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, you got that, Geeko?
Yeah. Fully animated for $300.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys got that.
Now, granted, it's very, it's all plastic, and
you need to make some upgrades if you want it to be accurate. Sure.
Yeah, I need to make some upgrades, but lights and sounds is not expensive to do. $7,600 is pretty insane. Now, I understand, the silicone, the hair, the life-sizeness of the statue. Very impressive. Do we know what this would cost, around without the moving head?
Well, there's this, the T1000 costs a couple $1,000s less, so maybe 5,000, something like that. 4,500 to 5,000 probably.
Yeah. So there's no chance in hell this motion is worth $2,000.
I mean, what are you doing? Are you taking this to like your pedophile parties to where like, hey, check out my super cool, like, look at my animated guy move, like
drag it through the front door.
Yeah, who is like showing this off? That's my question.
Also, you're not going to give me a thumb that goes up at the last second?
There is one included, but I don't even think you can. I'm not sure you can even put it on.
It's a paperweight, right?
No, it's a real thing. See, it's this, but I'm not sure that even.
But it doesn't move.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, give me a thumb. I could, But yeah, because
I don't even think you could tilt the head up. If you could tilt the head up and then put the thumb on him, that would be kind of cool. But I don't think you can.
Well, you don't see the thumb when he's.
There should not be any limitations for $8,000.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just no world where this is actually $8,000.
I mean, it's cool.
And that's before shipping and tax.
Yeah.
This is gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be over $8,000 for sure. And you got tariff fees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Borderline shameful.
It's very cool. Would I own it? If I could, I would. It's crazy. Yeah, someone in the chat said the life size K2SO was less than 10. The R2D2 is like $6,000. And I want to say he just has sounds. The sideshow one, he doesn't move or anything. And then the C3PO around there as well. So a bust for this much money seems crazy.
Well, and Queen has kind of been headed this direction a little bit. I was kind of interested to see, they announced that life-size Wukong. Kiko, I didn't talk to you about that one. And I was like, I want to see what this is going to be. We thought it would be maybe like $7,000, $7,500. It was $14,000 for life-size Wukong.
Sorry.
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, if it was $7,500, I don't think I would have bought it, honestly. But I was like, that would be a life-changing piece in the display. But even then, like Kiko said, like that's again,
all. That's a bust.
No, it's a 1-to-1 statue.
Oh, it's a whole statue. Because I've seen the bust with the real hair.
Yeah, that one's incredible. It's like $4,500 for that, something like that.
That's like a third of a Tesla car. Like
I will say, and I don't want to justify $14,000, but I mean his outfit is crazy ornate.
Dean, don't justify.
And the rooted hair, I get.
No, I'm not justifying it, but
right.
I could see like that costing a lot.
I'll pay that if he beats the game for me.
Oh, I beat the game, Kiko. Did I tell you that? I beat
That's
it.
insane. I heard that's very, very low.
It was very difficult. Yes. Dean could do it.
And I was just having this conversation the other day with I don't want to get it wrong. Fat Thai Kid. He's always in the chat. Shout out to him. Nice. That's his screen name. I don't call him that.
How dare you?
But the Final Fantasy VI statue of Terra, it's 6 scale, and she's in the Magitech armor. That's a $14,000 statue, which is
at
fucking
6 scale.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. We said that at the time. Like that was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, this is maximum, and it is a huge statue. It's not small. Because the Magitech armor is massive.
Send the asteroid at that point.
She has like 3 swab out bodies. So really you're getting 3 figures of her. Granted, they're in 6 scale. But I was like, this is maximum $4,500, $5,000 worth of statue. And they just pulled an extra 10 out of their ass. And I think, these companies are getting a little too comfortable charging people.
But people keep paying it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I keep saying we have got to stop this. We have, I understand consumerism and I need to have this, but someone has to break the cycle. And I don't think anyone can. And that's the problem. We're just going to continue to consume ourselves, and the only people we can point at is ourselves as the reason for this.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for a long time because Zach and I have been doing Collecting Weekly for years, and I remember when the Iron Man, the diecast ones were getting upwards of $400, and I was like, bro, stop fucking buying these things because they're gonna keep justifying charging more and more and more. and now we're getting, regular figures for $400, and it's like
Shameful.
I stopped buying things a long time ago. The last Iron Man I got it on sale, so it was like sub 350, I think.
Mark 46,
then,
right? Is that what
Even on
the Mark
sale,
46.
that's still insane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then I got the Darth Vader, but that's like the battle damage one with the cape and everything.
Yeah.
But that was like one purchase in like all year. It was the only purchase I made Hot Toys wise. And then even before that, it was just like Bo-Katan and Crow Mando. And I only bought the one Mando because some people bought multiple because they kept fucking coming out with it again and again, making it better and better each time.
The one thing I will say though, Dean, sorry to cut you off, but for the right character, people will do it. Like, and Arnold is the right character for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. There are some, the Darth Vader, that's a lot of money. It was 5 something after it was all said and done.
Oh, battle damage. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's like Vader is the guy.
Yep.
For me.
And Arnold is that guy for a lot of people. Yep.
So it's like we really gotta, kind of reel it in ourselves.
And Dean, it happened to me. Like J&D Joker for me is that character, and again, Final Fantasy VII Prime 1 is that for us. Like we recognize those are overpriced.
And even then, you had to fucking fight me tooth and nail to pick those up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't justify it. Like,
right.
They're fucking crazy.
Right.
And
they are.
It ended up working out for me.
They are. I mean, they're $1,000 overpriced, no doubt about it. Each one.
Probably more.
Yeah.
I think third scales are usually $1,300, and they were $4,500.
Well, Sephiroth was like $2,400. I thought he should have been like maybe $1,400. I think that would have been reasonable. And I think
and they're quarter scale. They're not even third scale.
Right. Sephiroth has the giant wing though, and I'm like, okay. I mean, but it's still regardless. I mean, look, at the end of the day, for those who want that piece, happy for you guys. Great. Oh wait, that's just me. There we go. Okay. There we are. Okay.
And X-Men Supreme brings up a good point. He's talking about guitar.
Right.
An $18,000 guitar. A guitar does something. You can actually turn around and make money with that guitar.
And you can play it. You can't play it.
Well, this does something. The head moves.
That's not something, Will.
Yeah, you can create stuff with a guitar. Like
you can play comfortably numb on a guitar.
There is a level of value I feel like an instrument brings, an inherent value, right?
Because you're creating.
It's practical.
Right. And again, you could make money if you're good enough on playing guitar. Pick up a gig here and there. The guitar pays for itself. I used to DJ. I've spent thousands of dollars on equipment. It paid itself off in months, But statues, collectibles are, it's one and done. You're not really, Now there are some times where, they do gain value over time, right? Like, oh, I only paid $2,000 for this, but now it's worth $4,000. That's rare.
Yeah.
We're on the other side of it, because I'm 36. Collectibles have kind of like, oh, it's going to be valuable one day. Well, I mean, that's because Star Wars back in the day, like, created this,
artificial bubble.
Yeah. And it's like, Star Wars sucks his fucking balls now. Like, no one's going to want the toys in 20 years from now. Look at
I'll take them. Yeah, right. I'll get that Podameron.
The power of the Force figures.
No, Acolyte. No, we gotta draw the line somewhere. We gotta draw the line, and we draw it at Acolyte.
When we were kids, the power of the Force figures came out.
1996, bitch.
You could get them cheaper now than they were at retail then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yep.
Orange back,
collectibles is totally different now than like what people's ideas of collectibles are.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's tough, man. It's a rough situation, but the future is always changing. So like, maybe they will be valuable one day. I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but
I doubt it. I have my doubts. Yeah.
Because no one is going to buy a $8,000 Terminator piece off of you. Like, man, really wish I could have that.
Well, see, that's the problem, Kiko. Your market for that is so small, and like
Correct.
if you're going to resell it, you're going to have to sell it to one of the people who wanted it in the first place, who already
Correct.
bought it. So
Which
it's
is
like
even a smaller spot. Yeah.
right.
Right.
So it's like if you sell that thing, you are absolutely taking an L, 100% guaranteed. Probably thousands of dollars. Like you're probably gonna, you'd be lucky to sell it for 5, honestly. Like at that point,
I was thinking like 4.
Well, because you got to find someone who just has 5 Gs to just randomly throw your way. Like they're gonna need a payment plan. I mean, Jesus, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, anyway, guys, we are wrapping it there. Thank you so much. Kiko Collects made his triumphant return. Dean the Dream has always made his consistent return, and fantastic for him because I love him very much and how consistent he is, even if he falls asleep before the stream, because I'll just call him and he'll wake right up. Yeah. Kiko, dude, I'm gonna have people follow you regardless. But is there anything coming on the rise? Can you give people hope? Because rebellions are built on hope.
Sure. I'll give you hope that I am active, I guess. I recently started like posting on Instagram, maybe, and like doing stories. I might post an Instagram thing. I might come back to YouTube one day. It's just that at the end of the day, man, like life is just life is life. And believe me, Will, you know this. If I could, I would love to just sit there and make videos all week and talk about all this stuff because it's fun. It's an escape. Yeah. I'm not trying to bring the show down by any means, but is that life is real at the same time. And like, especially during this holiday season, being able to spend time with the people that mean the most to you is an invaluable part of your life. And you can't replace that with anything at all.
Yeah.
I would do anything to be able to have, parts of my family back. I know Amy would do the same. The holidays this year look a lot different than it did last year, which is crazy to think about. But all that to say is that, like, Will, I'm thankful that you allow me to still come on this show and just talk with you guys about
always
a collection and a hobby that I still am very much passionate about. As I hope you can all tell, is that I'm still very much a part of this community. Although I'm not on this show every single week, I still stay in touch with you guys the best I can. Obviously, there's things that just pop up, and if you ever want to talk about that offline, DM me, whatever. But I thank you guys, and Dean, I love you. Will, I love you. And I love the people that are a part of this community. And I do deeply mean that. I was talking with my aunt, honestly, before I came over here about just what this like YouTube community and like the collecting world like means. Because she's like, I used to love watching your videos. I was like, yeah, I get that. But like, as we've said, this community is more than the stuff on your shelves. And as I said, I'm sitting in front of a tree and some old heritage plates. I don't have the collection behind me, right. Because that doesn't define me. At the end of the day, I'm still the collector, Kiko the collector. But my collection looks different, than it used to be. But at the end of the day, Will, thank you so much for letting me come on, Dean, being able to just like chat with you and tell you that you're wrong. I appreciate that.
I missed it, dude.
Yeah, Dean needs that. So do I, honestly. But yeah, always love Kiko. Kiko is always welcome. Like always one of my best friends.
And I'll be back again.
Yes, we need him to come back for sure, sooner rather than later. And I will say shout out to Amy, because Amy has been doing amazing, posting amazing things on TikTok and just being, dude, I text her sometimes and I'm just like, that TikTok was a winner. That was a winner. Because again, she needs that extra motivation, dude. Like she's doing so good and she needs people to tell her that, because she really
can I take like a minute, 90 seconds or whatever, okay. So
for sure.
For those that don't know, that like my wife is struggling with a severe autoimmune disease that we still have not figured out a treatment for. It's going to be going on for a year at this point. As you know, that's why I took a step away, because it's debilitating to her. She's had to like lose jobs and things like that because she can't work, disability, and the medical bills pile up so that she can have a quality of life. Like that's the reason like I'm not here, essentially. Right. It's not because like, oh, I don't like you guys. It's just that I need to be there for her. And, during like this past like 12, 13 months, like she lost her dad, and she lost her health. She lost her job. She lost Cindy, and so like, all that stuff like piles on, and so it's hard to get through some of that, but being able to be here like with everyone here, like Will, Dean, thank you so much for like your love and support through that. Like we at this point we just kind of like smile through the pain. Like Will, I think I've texted you or called you. I was like, what next at this point? And we just giggle through it. Just because like I was like, you'll never believe it. Like Amy's in the hospital for X, Y, and Z, and we laugh because we can't do anything other than that. So like we're working through it, and we're trusting that there's going to be some victories coming up in this new year, and that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, and I will say Kiko has consistently been there through me. I mean, look, my situations are nowhere near as complex as Kiko's, but I can tell you I've been going through difficult times for a while now, and Kiko has consistently been there for me, always present, always available, and that's why, again, he's one of my best friends, and he knows I'm always the same for him. If he needed something, I've always been there and been consistent about that too, because that's what friends and loved ones do for each other. Yeah. So, and Dean, I know would do the same exact thing. Dean's done the same thing for me. And Dean is that type of person, which is why all three of us are on here together, because we all love each other and we respect each other and we all are here for each other. It's not, we all are just having fun doing a show and people enjoy it. That's great. At the same time, it's more just for us to hang out and talk about some shit that we like, dude. It's so much fun. So much fun. That's why I'm glad Kiko was able to make it back. So Kiko, when you have some free time, dude, of course, hit me up. Let me know. Because, we definitely want to do this again. Dean, anything on Collected Weekly or anything you want to say real quick?
We got the Collecting Weekly Awards coming up. Nominations are still open, so you could head over there and nominate figures of the year. We got a bunch of different categories, like head sculpt of the year, 6-scale figure of the year, non-6-scale figure of the year, like 1/12. Just different stuff. It's fun, and we give out awards, and the only person who actually cares is Jazz Inc. He's always been a really big supporter of our award show, but we do actually give out awards, just nobody cares.
I care.
I think it's cool. I care. I think it's cool.
Well, I mean, the community cares, but like companies, Jazz Inc. is the only one. He actually made himself an award because he won, and I thought that was so cool that he took it that seriously. So shout out to Yost. But it was great. I had no idea Kiko was going to be on because I was asleep. So I logged in, and first I was like, StreamYard? Kiko? What is happening? So
he just woke up. Yeah, double upgrade,
Kiko.
Dude. Yeah,
great. It was a great day hanging with you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome.
Shout out.
Happy Thanksgiving if I didn't say that last week. So thanks.
Yeah, dude. Always thankful to have Dean here. And of course, have Kiko show up is absolutely fantastic. Great time for Thanksgiving. Feeling very thankful. I'll run the banner here for myself. If you're not already subscribed, please do. And of course, check out the videos I posted recently. I've definitely seen a decline lately, like I was telling Kiko, and just overall viewership, new viewers coming into the hobby, and just an overall lack of engagement from the community, which I found very interesting. The community here that watches my videos, though, I'm so appreciative that everyone shows up and supports me and comments and engages, and that really does mean the world to me more than you guys realize. Again, I've been saying to you and on live streams how difficult of a time it's been for me several months now, and I'm not going through what Kiko is. I don't mean to minimize my own experience, but it's still like life is difficult and you never know what people are going through. And so I just, really want this community to be as great as it is right now, because everyone's supporting each other and fantastic. But there are some people that don't. I mean, I get some comments every now and then that will like, maybe I'm a little slightly more sensitive, Kiko, where I'll get some of the comments and I'll be like, you don't care as much. But to me, it's like, they'll just say some dumb shit that will upset me. I'm like, why is that necessary? So one guy called me a cornball, and I was like, quit collecting. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. So anyway, but guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, check out the recent video I just posted. Check out Kiko and Dean at Collecting Weekly. And I will say people were commenting, and Dean mentioned Yost. Yost will be coming on for an interview soon. Pretty sure we're working that out. So yeah, that'll be cool. So Dean, if you want to be there, let me know. We can figure it out and do something. But we're going to ask him some questions about the Tumblr specifically and other stuff that Jazz Inc. has in the works. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. Have a good rest of your Thanksgiving break, Black Friday. Spend responsibly, please. There are codes for Daryl and a Catwoman on this channel and videos on the community tab. If you want them, do not FOMO. Just only if you want them. Collect responsibly, please. And now I got to figure out how to end this stream on StreamYard and have the outro roll. Oh, cool. Dean, so you were right. You can play the outro and end the stream at the same time. Okay. Cool.
you
Thank
go.
you guys so much. Peace out. See you later. Bye. Let me know if you notice any difference with StreamYard versus Melon, because I paid a lot more for it. Anyway, thank you for watching another episode of Lights Camera Collision. Please make sure to click the like button and subscribe to this channel. And of course, check out my amazing co-host channel, Dean the Dream, collecting weekly, linked in the description below. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.